Yeah, I can hear you.
We can make you well.
So MedCentrics used PRP. This is a platelet-rich plasma that they use to pull the plasma out of my blood and inject.
And we're live. Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, that is loud.
WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network live. Sidney Terrio Stadium. Former St. Paul coach, former Mandeville standout, and former Junction boy. Did you know that, Davis?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm from Kirk Academy in Grenada, Mississippi.
I only know because I'm buddies with his grandson, Michael Terrio. So that's my only reason I know it. But getting ready for this big District 6-5A matchup, Mandeville versus St. Paul's. Live here at Sidney Terrio Stadium, beautiful Mandeville, right down the road from beautiful historic Covington.
Historic Covington.
Yep. So I got Paul Dewey on the camera. Davis going to help us out again tonight. Does a wonderful job. So glad to have you back again.
Good to be back.
Yep.
Great night for district championship potential deciding outcome football game.
That's right.
Absolutely. So what you expecting tonight, Davis?
You know, it's funny. You would assume both of these teams are going to put up some points, even with the loss of Nate Shepard last week, and, of course, the news broke that he's out for the year. They've got a guy, Isaiah Bayham, who put up 230, 240 on the ground behind him. So you would assume a lot of points. It's interesting. Receivers coach Dom, who was one of Kenny Sears III's top targets back in that era, similar circumstance where you had a big-time game here, a lot of points being put up by both teams in that particular year, 2015, something like that, and St. Paul's came out of that one a 7-0 victor. So I'm saying all that to say I don't know. I think it's going to be a heck of a football game, even without Nate Shepard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you hate to not have him as a rival and as a teammate, but they've got a good squad regardless.
Yeah, they can run the ball for sure.
Y'all keep talking. I'm doing a little sound check right now.
That'll work for me. Yeah, no, that's their calling card. If you check out, all of the district stat lines and whatnot, they are run heavy. I expect it to remain that way. Their quarterback, Ben Hendricks, which ironically he took over shortly after St. Paul's won at Hunter Stadium last year. He was the JV quarterback when Mandeville and St. Paul's played JV ball last year.
Yep.
But he took over, and they really haven't looked back. He's done a very competent job of running the offense, and some of that's handing the ball off a lot. But he gets it done when he needs to. He runs the ball as well, so that's another thing to watch out for.
Paul, did you grab a roster from Mandeville or just
Yes,
one?
I sure
I've got
did.
one.
Davis has it.
Cool.
I don't foresee him beating us with his arm. We're probably going to slow rush West, like we kind of did at U-High and Kennedy, so we don't get beat with the RPO. But I would imagine maybe stacking the box in the opening to kind of see where we at.
Put a little pressure on him.
Put a little pressure on him, maybe.
And so we're broadcasting WPBN live tonight, like I said earlier, at Sidney Terrio Stadium in Mandeville. But we are in the St. Paul's visiting stands, so there's going to be a lot of crowd noise. You might hear the occasional expletive from the distance.
Is Ridge around? I've told her not sit near Ridge.
Yeah, and you might hear your neighbor talking about you. So we pick it up all up when we're in the stands. So
it is. I tell you, I don't know if it's because people know that I'm helping out now or not, but a lot of people who are not here are wanting to listen. So we're going to have a pretty big crowd online, I believe, tonight.
Well, we got looks like national anthem's about to come out. We got the color guard marching up from the I guess that'd be the west end zone, Davis. Lakes behind
I'm not
us.
good with directions. I need my compass.
Yeah. So St. Paul's gonna be wearing white on white. Mandeville will be wearing blue jerseys, white helmets.
Presenting the colors this evening is Sergeant Vice Cadet Sergeant Bryce Arthur, Cadet Sergeant Brody Arthur. The color guard is under the command
Test.
Gavin Nader. And now, please join us as Director of Band Marcy DiBenedetto as he conducts the skipper band playing of our national anthem.
All right, now it's time to have fun.
This is what you want in a high school football game. Electric crowd. It sounded like a small college walking into the game. I, of course, let you guys set up and then just walked up and put on a headset. I'll promise not to make a habit. Well, I know you're not going to let me make a habit out of that if I keep doing it. But it was loud just walking in on the home side.
Yep, so we're not going to run the clock or down on this scoreboard tonight. That's Chip's main job, and he couldn't make it, and I would butcher it. So we're just going to have score and quarter. So we'll update with the clock.
Just like the olden days. You could just look at the scoreboard and say it.
Yep. So
talking about game strategy and whatnot, I'm a stats nerd, and so I looked some of that up before coming. You're looking at it, it's kind of a tale of two teams back on the run game for Mandeville. Of course, Shepard was getting most of the attention. He will close out his season with 1,340 rushing yards and 24 touchdowns. Bayham, who will be the feature guy tonight, 47 carries, 473 yards, and 5 touchdowns in his own right. And again, about half of that was against Ponchatoula last week. Hendricks is in the mix as well. He's got 63 carries for 358 yards and 4 touchdowns. You flip the script and you look at the St. Paul side of things. Brennan Kime basically leading all area quarterbacks and really one of the top in the state in throwing. He's throwing at a 65% clip, 1,600 yards passing, 14 touchdowns.
And he's been consistent in that 4 years, since us being a freshman, Davis, and I mean, impresses every year for 4 years. So expect big things out of him tonight in this matchup across town.
He spreads the ball out. So Brennan Villa is really been the top statistical target. But if you look, he throws the ball to Villa. He throws the ball to Jake Walker. And
hold that in front of your mic.
He throws the ball to Villa, and he throws the ball to Jake Walker, and he throws the ball to Celestin, and he throws the ball to Ravane. And
a lot of targets.
A lot of targets. So one offense kind of multi-dimensional, and one offense is kind of got a singular focus. So that's going to be the tale of this game.
So we got the white hat and the other referee at midfield getting ready for the coin toss. Team captains tonight, I see Brennan Kime. Who else we got, Davis? I see Kime.
Can't see
the other 2 numbers yet. Looks like
Benaldi's going to be one of them.
Robato's out there as well.
And Benaldi, Robato.
We need him to take 2 steps.
Yeah. Cochran, yeah. So Brennan Kime, quarterback, senior captain. Jacob Robato, senior offensive lineman at center. Then you got number 23, Emerson Cochran, senior tight end / running back / fullback. And then number 21, senior Sam Benaldi, tight end / fullback. So captains from Mandeville. Davis, I'll tell you some numbers and you can check them out.
I know I saw number 9, I believe, who would be
13, 9.
Wyatt Hammett, linebacker. I believe he's a starter. I don't know. I'm not as well versed on their defense. Juan Canales, I believe out there, number 9. Boo Birds are coming.
33, I think, is on the left across.
Yeah,
from
33.
It's Chase McCarthy, senior linebacker.
And then 64 looks like.
It would be Reagan Touchstone, offensive lineman.
So I want to thank all of our sponsors today for this road game. Brooks Residential, thank you to those guys. They're our first down sponsor, game day sponsor today. So thank you to Brooks Residential.
Coming out on D.
So St. Paul's is going to kick off first to Mandeville. Looks like Mandeville's going to be going west to east here at Sidney Terrio Stadium. Like I said earlier, St. Paul's wearing white on white. Mandeville wearing the blue jerseys with the white helmets. So going to have Drew Talley coming out for the kickoff, and we've talked about it for 3 years now. He's a neutralizer. He takes those special players and gets that touchback, 99% of the time. So it really neutralizes those guys.
Made the joke against Hammond. The one time he kicked it to the 1 yard line, they returned it 99 yards. That probably caught the kickoff team off guard. Nice weapon to have. I'd say we're gonna miss him, but I keep talking up Carter Pearson, who's behind him as a junior.
Yeah, really
absolutely.
He's not maybe quite on Tally level, but he's pretty close. He's going to be a good one to watch next year. But we got Tally for, we know, at least 3 more games, right? Because this team will be deep into a playoff seed at this point.
Yep. So we're going to get started here in the first quarter at Sidney Terry Stadium. Big 5A matchup. Drew Talley lining up with the Wolves for the kickoff. And it's up, and it's going to be out the back of the end zone like we talked about. So Mandeville going to start off with a touchback here on their offense. Davis, I'm going to give you some numbers if you want to go through their starting lineup on the offensive side.
Absolutely. I can tell you Bayham's 25. He was back there on
we got
kickoff return along with Michael White, one of their star defensive backs.
Number 80, wide receiver.
That is Luke DeMello. He used to be a St. Paul's Wolf, and I believe transferred over as a 9th grader.
Yep. On the offensive line, we got 71, 52.
Brooks Lang
And
Thomas.
Quarterback's number.
Well, that's Hendricks.
Yep.
We know Hendricks is the QB.
Yep. So Hendricks hands it off.
Right there, baby.
Big stop by number 91, Gavin Ordwan. Big stop right there. Catching number, 25?
Yeah, that was Bayham, and he had no shot. That's going to be the key. Bayham's going to crank out some runs. You know that. But the more of that St. Paul's can pull off, the better chance they give themselves to win this game early and often.
Yep. So 2nd and 13 coming up for the Skippers. Quarterback in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Bayham in the backfield. Takes a snap. Pressure again from
Get it.
scrambling. Got a lot of Wolves coming after him. Good block on the outside. Tackle and knocked out of bounds by number 2, Jacob Mitchell for the Wolves.
Yeah, we had a little pressure on him. I believe that was Post who was limping a little bit. He kind of took a dive there a step early.
11 for them.
The quarterback is Ben Hendricks.
Yeah.
So Hendricks is the quarterback who quite literally took over after the loss to St. Paul's last year and led this team deep into the playoff run.
Hendricks shotgun, trips left, single receiver near side. Got Bayham in the backfield with him. Looking to the sideline. Play clock's down to 1. That's going to be a delay of game. They haven't thrown it. Yeah, they threw it just now. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Skippers.
They went 4 wide. I don't know how many times they do that a game, but first drive, 4 wide. Number 7 is Jake Giacchetti. He's a kid who's also a sophomore. He's played a lot of quarterback. He was a 9th grade quarterback last year. Great athlete. I've known Jake since he was 2.
Yep.
He's having a nice year.
3rd and 10 coming up. Hendricks in the shotgun. Bayham next to him. 2 receivers far side. 1 near side. A lot of noise coming from this side. Bayham throws up the middle. Pass knocked out of his hands by number 4. It's going to be Aiden Brooks with the breakup.
Mandeville asking for a flag, but that was not pass interference. No. Great play by Aiden.
Yep, that's a Med-Centris defensive stop there. So thinking of Med-Centris, official defensive sponsor with iShred, also for the Wolves this year for WPBN.
It's what you want. Get the defensive stop maybe calm the crowd down just a little bit, get the ball, see what you can do with it.
Yep. So Aiden Brooks back to return for the Wolves around the St. Paul 45. Mandeville's punters around the 5-yard line. Good snap. Gets the kickoff barely. High punt. Great punt. Brooks fair catches
Walker.
it. Yep.
Yeah, that's Jake.
Oh, Walker. I'm sorry.
That's a heck of a punt.
That was a great punt. So Wolves are going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 33, says on the scoreboard. So see what the Wolves and BK got up their sleeve.
Be interesting to see what the formation is. Just about every game, at least the last 5-6 games, we've come out with some sort of new formation. We're definitely tightening it up. No receivers, at least split out wide.
Yep. So Brooks Residential 1st down coming up. BK under center, single back, bunch formation. They look to the sidelines. We've talked about it, and it's been like consistency every year. We run the same play out of 10 different formations.
We got Ravine in the backfield, Corrales
Yep.
on the right side.
Quick handoff to Ravine. Big offensive line moving. Looks like he picked up about 3 on that. Going to make it 2nd and 7.
It's the first time I recall this formation when Corrales has been healthy along with Troy.
Yep. And we're going to stick with it. Ravine in the backfield, Com under center. They take a step back, look to the sidelines, getting signals from Coach Dom Davenport over there. BK goes back under center. Corrales in motion, takes a handoff coming around the edge, cuts back. 2 or 3 skippers hit him. Looks like the tackle's made by number 1 from Mandeville in 15.
That's Michael White. I've already mentioned him once. He was on the kickoff return team. He's a big-time DB for them, and he's taken himself out, which is a big deal.
Hurt.
Yeah, that's Michael White. I don't know how many interceptions he has this year, but he's got a lot.
So St. Paul's looks like they're going to take a timeout. 3rd and
We have an injury, so I don't know if
I'm sorry. Yeah, we got a Mandeville player down. Looks like he's cramping.
That's White.
We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll hear from Med Centris, and we'll be right back.
So MedCentris used PRP. This is a platelet-rich plasma that they use to pull the plasma out of my blood and inject it into the wound. This wound in 2 treatments was healed. Would very much recommend MedCentris to my friends and family. They're very compassionate caregivers that are very educated in their skill and know exactly what they're doing and really know how to take care of it.
Medicine the right way.
Greenleaf Architects, our passion is creating innovative environments crafted intentionally for the people who occupy them. The success of each project hinges upon commitment to collaboration, creative thinking, and technology. From renderings to ribbon cuttings, we exhaust every resource to ensure that we can deliver optimal results that honor the integrity of your vision. We are more than just industry leaders in architecture and interior design. We push boundaries, embrace change, and pursue excellence in everything we do.
That.
All right, we're
And
back.
he's not fat.
No, not at all.
3rd and 8 coming up for the Wolves. BK shotgun, 3 receivers far side, 1 near. Corrales, bobbles it and drops it right up the middle, so it's going to be 4th down coming up for the Wolves.
That was Wyatt Hammett. He may have had a literal hand in there to knock the ball loose on that pass.
Yep, route looked good, pass looked good. Looked like Corrales caught it and got it knocked out, like you said, kind of last second, so.
Well, as I said in the pregame, these offenses have been pretty solid. Mandeville all year, St. Paul's recently, and, of course, we both go 3 and out to start the game.
Got Ianusa back there to punt for the Wolves on his own 20. Good snap, plenty of time, good high kick, lost it in the lights.
Keep going, keep rolling.
Takes a St. Paul bounce around the 30-yard line. So Brooks Residential 1st down coming up for the Skippers. So thinking of Brooks Residential, official 1st down sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network and game day sponsor. Appreciate everything you guys do for WPBN and St. Paul's football.
Looking at the linebacker situation, William Kenny is out for the year. Carter McCullum out for the year. Noah Vickner back, and he's in there with Post and West. Good to have the depth and have him healthy.
Hendricks hands off to Bayham. Big hole in the left side. Picks up a first down and more. Gets the ball almost to midfield around the Mandeville 47.
Well, that's the explosiveness you worry about. You know, those are going to happen. You just have to limit how many of them do.
Yep. Skipper's looking at the sideline. Hendricks going to stay in the shotgun with Bayham in his back pocket. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Takes a high snap, hands it off again to Bayham. Clogged up hole.
Yeah, baby, 54.
Yeah, Dylan Post finished it up. I'm not sure who got him stopped before then.
Yep. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Got about 9 minutes left in the first quarter here. Scoreless at Sidney Terrio Stadium.
So they go no huddle, as do many schools these days, but taking their time, same time.
So Hendricks staying in the shotgun, Bayham next to him, 3 receivers near side. Kind of a redraw there. Looked like Hendricks kept it and got locked up at the line.
Alex Mott.
Yep, Alex Mott, Dewey. Who else we got in there? Ordowan's in there too.
Oh, Fegan, they had a 4-pack on there.
It just seems like there's a lot of gang tackling on this team, which is what you want, obviously. It's team sport.
Yep.
No individual player making each tackle.
3rd and 7 coming up.
I'll tell you what, coming in this year with Triforce being a new D-line coach and changing a lot of rotation, they did really, really well.
Yep.
Or adapted really, really well, I should say.
Hendricks shotgun. 3rd and 7. A little bit of motion there on the receiver. They didn't call it. Drops back. Got pressure. Dumps it across. Intercepted. Number 4. Aiden Brooks gets him another one. So big turnover there for the Wolves.
Well, to start, that play went wrong from the snap. Hendricks bobbled the snap. Post almost got to him. He steps up. Brooks just read it. That's his strength. He's got really good instincts, and most of those interceptions, he's anticipating where the ball is going before it goes there. And he just stepped right in and made a great diving catch, like a receiver would, to give the Wolves the ball back.
Yep, and that's going to be a Brooks residential first down coming up for the Wolves.
Go ahead, Mike, I'm sorry. You would think the turnover battle is going to be a key part of this game as well.
Yeah, you can't make many mistakes. 2 good teams.
Yep, BK under center, hands it off. Look like
that's Corrales.
Corrales right up the middle, still on his feet with Wolves pushing him. Going to pick up about 7 on that. Almost to midfield there, about the 49.
We talked last week about the strengths of Cody Corrales, and basically it's everything. Speed, power, vision, cutting. That was all power.
2nd and about 3.5, 4 coming up. BK's going to stay under center. Looks like Ravain's in that short back position. Fakes the handoff, tosses to Corrales near side, gets wrapped up behind the line, loses about 1. Going to make it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Wolves.
That was Canales. I hope I'm saying his name right. One of the captains, big defensive tackle, made a nice play down the line to get Corrales.
That might be Canale.
It'd be nice with that formation with so many people in the box to hit them with a quick pass over the middle, a slant or something.
I don't know if we have any options. Usually we have a receiver out there, and you'll see that.
Exactly.
You'll see a play-action pass, but
no.
I don't know. Well, now we've got receivers out there, but I don't know if we had anybody to hit except maybe Ravain, but he was at fullback.
So BK is going to move into shotgun. Looks like Willis next to him. Play clock down to 0. Flag and coming up. It's going to be a delay of game on the Wolves. A lot of noise here on both sides.
Yeah, we were not aware that the play clock was running it down there.
I don't know if they reset it, or at least they started it early, one of the two.
Well, I mean, we got 7 coaches on the sideline. We need one guy to watch the play clock.
So 3rd and 9 coming up for the Wolves after that 5-yard penalty. Troy Willis in the game. In the backfield with BK and shotgun. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Ravain in motion. Comes back set. A little bit of movement, no flag. BK going deep, looking for. intended for Jake Walker.
Yeah, right off his hands. That's it makes you wonder if we're coming out running because you know the nerves are there.
Yep.
I wonder if both incomplete passes had to do with wanting it maybe a little too much. So
looked like good throws.
That was a great throw.
Yep.
That's a catch Jake Walker makes 9 out of 10 times.
9.5. So Inusa back into punt for the Wolves. Got number 6 back there from Mandeville, Davis. Who you got on the punt returner, number 6?
6, I believe, is Dylan Henry, who is a sophomore. He's another guy that may end up being a pretty good recruit for the Skippers.
Yep. Good punt. Oh, takes another St. Paul bounce. That's going to get inside around the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a mistake on Henry's part. I mean, that was an easily catchable punt and returned it.
Yeah, he had plenty of room.
So you just wonder. These are still teenagers, and how much does nerves play a part early in this game?
Well, either that or both coaches have them all on short leashes for right now, right? Don't catch any bunts. Don't
throw.
Yep.
Don't catch.
Let them make the first mistake, right? So Hendricks going to stay in that shotgun. Trips near side, single receiver far side. Bayham next to him. Takes a snap. Quick pass, number 80. Oh, gets through a hole. Going to pick up a Brooks Residential first down.
That's Luke DeMello. I mentioned him at the start when we were going through some of the starters. He started his career at St. Paul's as an 8th grader and came to Mandeville as a 9th grader. And obviously they had some departures and before the season started, so some of these young guys have had an opportunity to step up their game.
Yep. Flip-flop formation. The Trips going the other way. Handoff. Oh, he keeps it. Kind of a read draw there. Read option. A lot of Wolves there. Finally tackled by number 15.
Yeah, that's Bedford. Had some help with Carter Cambry. Yet again, 4 guys are out there. So RPO that does not work.
Yep. They're going to stay in that same formation, Davis, looks like.
It's interesting to see a run-heavy offense spread it out.
Yep. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Skippers on their own 25. Quick snap, quick pass, far side on the out edge. Going to get about 8 yards. They're still going to be about 4 short of that first down with 3rd and 4 coming up. Got 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Sidney Terrio Stadium scoreless here in this big District 5A matchup.
Ian Harriman on the catch. He's a senior. So they've got some receivers.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of good plays from them on this drive.
Good crowd here tonight on both sides. It's packed. So 3rd and 5 coming up. Hendricks shotgun. 3 receivers near side. Play clock down to 5. Takes a snap. Drops back. Looking up the middle. Short pass. Might have got knocked down by Bedford.
That was Brett West. He bull rushed up the middle, if a linebacker can bull rush, and knocked his blocker straight back into Hendricks. That was all West on that play.
Yep, so that's a big MedCentris defensive play. I want to thank MedCentris, official defensive play sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. So we got Walker back to receive the punt, standing on his own 30. A lot of pressure from the Wolves. Another real high kick. Going to come down, take a Mandeville bounce. Walker's not going to touch it as the ball rolls down to about the 26-yard line. So 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Wolves going to start off 1st and 10. Brooks Residential first down coming up for the Wolves.
Yeah, smart play there. So Henry had a chance on the last punt for Mandeville. Walker, who is known to take some risks back there, did not take one there, and probably the smart play this early in the game.
Yep. I want to thank all our sponsors, Beverly Gas and Electric Lighting. Can't thank those guys enough for everything they do for St. Paul's football. Brooks Residential, we've mentioned them a bunch. MedCentris, iShred, Pan American Power, In-N-Out Urgent Care, Greenleaf Architecture, and the list goes on, and we'll get to those guys throughout the game. So Brendan Kimes shotgun, Willis in the backfield. He hands it off, goes around the far edge, gets wrapped up by several Skippers. Is going to lose about 2 yards, make it 2nd and a long 11, short 12 coming up.
The way this is going, even though we've had a contested drop and a drop, you're going to have to throw the ball some because they clearly are keying on the inside run game, and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah. Two receivers near side. Kime in the shotgun. Gonna roll out. Gonna hit Celestine there on the outside edge, who picks up about 5 yards and gets out of bounds. Going to make it about 3rd and 7 coming up. We need a third down conversion here, Davis. They're few and far between right now.
Yeah, and that we've been faced with 3rd and pretty long so far, which obviously that's hard to convert at any level of football. Certainly as a high school team, even with the passing attack that we have, it's not a situation you want to find yourself in.
So BK is going to stay in that shotgun with Willis. Man in motion coming near side. Takes a snap. Fakes the end around. Looking downfield. Got Ravane wide open. He makes the catch for a big Brooks Residential first down.
I'm going to call that LK special number 1. He pulls 2 or 3 rabbits out of his hat at select times in the game. Beautiful play call.
Yep.
All of the running we've done. Really faked a reverse as well. And Chase snuck out of there and got substantial yardage and a much-needed first down.
Absolutely. So thank you to Brooks Residential, official first down sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. 1st and 10, BK shotgun, Willis in motion. Quick pass. Ooh. Corrales held onto it but hit hard as he went up.
That was Dylan Henry. We mentioned him. He was the punt returner and only a sophomore and probably the next skipper in line for some recruiting headlines potentially. He read it all the way. You hope the misdirection or the eye candy with Willis going in motion out of the backfield would get eyeballs elsewhere, but not the case there.
Yeah, BK's going to move in under center, 2nd and 10. Quick handoff to Ravane, left side, following the big number 77. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. So following big number 77, it's going to be Andrew Shawstall, and 6'4", 305 freshman.
6'2", 305.
Yeah, we got to get it right.
Yeah, it's big. It
I
didn't
state his stats last week for the record.
Yeah. Well, we're just reading what's on the paper. So
true. Go ahead, I'm
formation, BK under center, single back, timeout.
That's Mandeville.
Against Mandeville. So we'll take a quick commercial break here from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a PJ's near you today, only for a limited time.
And we're back scoreless here at Sidney Terrio Stadium in Mandeville. About a minute and a half left in the first quarter. The Wolves driving. Big 3rd down and 2 right here with Willis in the backfield. Loses the handoff. Looks like Mandeville might have got it.
I believe you're right, Mike.
So we hadn't seen that this year.
No, we haven't. And again, I don't want to beat a dead horse. This has got to be nerves. I mean, we're getting deep into the first quarter, almost to the second. But that's just a straight handoff right in the belly of Troy Willis, and he just didn't get his hands on it.
Yep.
We had an opportunity to fall on it, but the lineman there kind of ran right past it.
Yep. So Mandeville's going to have their best field position of the night to start off at their own 40. 1st and 10. Hendricks in the shotgun. 2 receivers far, 1 near. Hands it off to Bayham. Cuts around the edge. Big hole. That's the second time they've run that same play, and that hole's been there. So
Yeah, the key's going to be getting him in the back. I see a flag, though, so we may have a hold. Maybe that's why the hole is so big. The receiver out there is arguing with him. I think that's Giacchetti, so they must have gotten him for the hold on the outside.
Yep, so it is a hold on Mandeville. That's going to negate that play, plus bring him back a little bit. So should be 1st and 20 coming up for the Skippers on their own 30. Is that right, Davis? Am I doing the math?
Yeah, it should be. It was on the 40-yard line. Why are we here?
Oh, no, they're calling the hold downfield, so they're giving him 6 yards.
Well, if it was on Jake Giacchetti, it was probably downfield a little bit. But
okay.
So do they go back from that? I mean,
so it's 1st and 5.
They're going to call it 2nd and 5, I believe, is what the marker says. But I'm waiting for the scoreboard to correct itself. So about 1:17 here left in the first quarter. The Skippers with the ball on their own 45. Hendricks shotgun, Bayham behind him. 2 receivers near side, 1 far. Hands it off. Finds a hole and not quite enough for a first down.
That was offensive line. Bayham had some patience on that run, bides some time, and picks his way to a near first down.
So what do you think the penalty was if they didn't lose yards and they got the first down and 10?
Well, I think if it's a hold on first down, you wouldn't change downs. That's my guess.
Yeah, but exactly 10 yards to go was my question. So it didn't make sense.
That's why I don't want to be a high school ref.
Yeah. So 2nd and 1. Hendricks going to keep it himself, going right up the middle. Is going to pick up a Skipper first down into St. Paul's territory. He goes down around the 36, 37. So big turnover from St. Paul's, and Skippers are moving the ball.
Technically, Mandeville does not have to run another play this quarter. They're taking their time getting the play in. Be interesting to see if they let it go or run one more play.
Yep. First quarter game clock at 12 seconds. Play clock about 3 behind it. So looks like they're going to get 1 off, unless they're looking to get us to jump off sides.
Yeah, no, that's it.
They're going to let it run down. So that's the end of the first quarter. Scoreless here at Sidney Terrio Stadium. WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. We'll take a quick commercial break here from PJ's Coffee, and we'll be right back.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a PJ's near you today, only for a limited time.
We can make you well.
So MedCentrus used PRP. This is a platelet-rich plasma that they use to pull the plasma out of my blood and inject it into the wound. This wound in 2 treatments was healed. Would very much recommend MedCentrus to my friends and family. They're very compassionate caregivers that are very educated in their skill and know exactly what they're doing and really know how to take care of it.
Medicine the right way.
At Greenleaf Architects, our passion is creating innovative environments crafted intentionally for the people who
And
occupy
we're back.
them. The success of each
Get my
project
camera
hinges
up here.
upon commitment to collaboration, creative.
Beginning of the second quarter, Skippers going east to west now. 1st and 10. Quick pass, complete, far side. Going to pick up about probably 5 yards on that to make it 2nd and 5 coming up.
Hard to see who caught that one. They've had the most success running those little quick pass bubble screen type plays, getting a blocker out in front to go with the Bayham carries.
So some matchups around town. What you got? You pulling them up, Davis?
I'm not used to my. Give me till the next commercial
No,
break.
you're good. You're
I'm
good.
on Northwest Louisiana, which I don't think anyone cares about.
Look, the worst cell phone service in the country, I think, is at Skipper Stadium.
I've got it. I just
dealt
don't
with
know
it.
how to get to our scores.
Hendricks hands it off to Bayham, coming our way. Gets to the second level, tripped up.
Come on, we got to tackle.
Good second effort there by number 32 is our 52.
Brett West.
Brett
yeah.
West.
I believe that was Mitchell that got him initially, and West came from behind, may have prevented a touchdown. Great job blocking by the left side of Mandeville's line.
So 1st and 10, Brooks Residential first down coming up. 11:20 left in the half. Scoreless here at Skipper Stadium. Hendricks shotgun, handed off to Bayham again, gets around the far side, gets the edge, cuts up field, brought down around the 9. So it's going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Skippers.
Again, most of the time Bayham is, and they're going no huddle. He's getting great blocking to get his yardage.
Yep, and they're going hurry up. Hendricks going to stay in shotgun. 2 receivers on the far side. They're going to keep giving it to him. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he's going to walk into the end zone through several Wolves. So touchdown Mandeville. So Skippers strike first here in this big crosstown matchup.
Yeah, you got to think the coaching staff for Mandeville spotted something along the defensive front that they liked, and they exploited it on that drive, because up until now we had gotten really good pressure in the backfield but got nothing on that drive.
Yep. Kicker in for Mandeville for the PAT. It's up, and it's good. So it's going to make it 7-0 here with 10:53 left in the first half. Davis, you got any matchups? I see you scrolling over there.
I'm looking at 5A matchups, so we'll go there.
And look, it doesn't have to be local. Anything big you see? Zachary,
we got Covington on top of Ponchatoula first quarter, 6-0. Salmon and Hammond, 0-0 first quarter. Of course, our score just changed. West Jeff Bonneville, scoreless. I know you guys have stated it before. Sometimes these scores aren't updated in real time. North Shore on top of Fountain Blue, 7-0.
Is Covington at Ponchatoula or at home?
I would assume they're at home based on how this is set up.
Yeah, again, usually the bottom team's home. Yeah. Oh, you got to go. Yeah. So back to receive for the Wolves on this kickoff. I see Jake Walker.
Corrales and Willis.
Who else?
Willis.
Troy Willis and missing one.
Corrales.
Cody
Corrales in the middle. Yep. And that's going to be a touchback for the Wolves.
Yeah, we talk about Drew Talley, but the kicker from Mandeville is actually committed to Southern Mississippi.
Yep.
So Drew's going to go somewhere. So I wonder the last time you had 2 kickers of this caliber at these 2 schools at the same time.
Over the last 6 to 8 years, it's pretty common. Talley's been here for 4. His older brother was 4 years before him. Mandeville had a guy that went to ULL a few years back, I remember.
Yeah, Caden Costa went to Ole Miss and then transferred to Memphis.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Before that, you had the guy that went to Bama, Bulovas.
Yep. So Kime in the shotgun. Celestine in motion. Handoff to Corrales. He finds a hole, cuts back to the middle. Picks up about 6 or 7 there.
That's one of those bread and butter plays, and I think that's what you got to have. Just come out, run your offense, and put helmet on helmet and see what happens this drive. And you just got to hope some of the nervous tendencies have subsided.
Yep. So 2 receivers far side, Celestine in motion, comes back around, takes a handoff, gets wrapped up by, looks like number 33 for the Skippers.
33 is Chase McCarthy, another one of those captains, I believe. They are doing a good job of reading our offensive line. When we pull, they shoot the gap, and they get back there and had minimal success running the ball so far.
So 3rd and about 7 coming up. 10 minutes left in the first half. Skippers up 7-0. Kime in the shotgun. Fakes handoff Corrales.
Come on, Benaldi.
Yep, Benaldi catches it and picks up a big Brooks Residential first down into Skipper territory down to about the 30. We're moving the ball well.
Yeah, another well-designed play by LK. He snuck Benaldi kind of behind Brennan Villa. It looked like the secondary thought the ball was going to Villa. You see 2 or 3 of those throws every game to him. Benaldi came right behind him wide open. He had the defender turned around.
Yep, so big.
Wide open.
Yep, big Brooks Residential first down. Com's going to move under center, kind of a bunch formation on the near side, single receiver far side on the edge. Corrales is going to go behind him. Hands, same play that we ran earlier, kind of that, what would you call that, kind of a
It's just a counter draw, really,
yeah.
is what it is. It's a different look. You mentioned we run a lot of the same plays out of different looks. That's the same play we run all the time, but we called Corrals in motion and then gave it back to him.
Curling
the
back
other side,
around the other side. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Clock ticking at 9:18 in the first half, second quarter. Com's going to go under center. Ravane all set. Corrales behind him. Gets a handoff. Quick pressure. Looked like
that was number 9 again.
33 too.
Yeah, 33 cleaned it up. Canales. And I apologize if someone's listening that knows him. I'm saying his name wrong. He deserves a proper name pronunciation. He's had a great first half so far.
Lodge all formal complaints to Rudolph Wiener at WPBN.com.
Is he the pronunciation expert?
Yeah, he's a bunch of experts. So, Com's going to go shotgun, 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Corrales in his right pocket. Drops back, dumps over to Corrales. Hit him on the fingertips, and he had a little bit of room if he caught it. So, it's going to be 4th and 5 coming up.
You're in field goal range, probably, and that's what they're going to do is bring Drew Talley out and see if we can't get some points on the board.
We have a 48-yarder coming up.
Ball's on the 31, so that's your 48, yes.
His long for the year is a 47, correct?
No, he hit a 53.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I believe it was early in the year.
Yep, so he's on the near hash, 48-yarder coming up. Drew Talley. Waiting on the snap. Snap's good. Kick is up. It's kind of curling on him. It's going to be a little short.
Might have been left as well.
Yeah, so no good. Rare miss from Talley. Looked like he got under that one a little bit more than his normal.
A little bit of a curve on it. Yeah, I don't think he hit it as solid as he's hit some of his other ones. Clearly he hasn't because we know he's made longer field goals than that.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have a stop here. You don't want Mandeville getting up a couple of scores and chasing your tail all night. So,
yep. So 1st and 10 for the Skippers coming up on their own 20. High school rules, if you miss it, they push it back to the 20 anyway. So Hendricks is going to start in the shotgun. 3 receivers.
He's going to run left.
Hands it off to Bayham, going far side. Oh,
no tackle.
Gets out of a tackle, picks up filling a few sprinkles here.
Yeah, that would be icing on the cake of this situation, wouldn't it? Bayham again. What's impressed me the most about him is his patience. He takes his time, waiting on a lane to open up, and then he hits it. Hard to bring down. Not the biggest guy, not the smallest guy either, but we're having trouble getting him down in one tackle.
So 2nd and 3 coming up. Clock at 7:39 in the first quarter. Play clock at 12. Hendricks shotgun. Hands it off to Bayham again. Met at the line by Dylan Post and several other Wolves.
Yeah, we I don't know if we actually did blitz off the end. We certainly showed one, and that opened the door up for Post, who lines up over there quite often, to go unblocked. Good tackle by Dylan.
Loss of 2 on the play. Going to make it 3rd and 5. Play clock at 19. Same formation. Looking to the sidelines. Play clock down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We're not going to get it off.
1.
Yeah. Timeout was called by Craig Jones on the other side right before we hit 0. I was watching him, and probably a smart decision because this is a big play early in the game.
Yep. Let's take a quick commercial break here from PJ's Coffee, and we'll be right back.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a PJ's near you today, only for a limited time.
And we're back, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network live. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Skippers. They're up 7-0 against St. Paul's here at home for the Skippers. Big 5A matchup. Hendricks shotgun, 4 wide receivers, actually 5, 3 near side, 2 far. Reverse that. Screen pass on the edge over there. Oh, big hit.
There's a flag on the other side of the field. I think
it might be holding on their receivers.
It's got to be on them. You worry it would be a face mask the way he went down, but I think the flag was down before the tackle. Again, I'm not saying there was a face mask. I'm saying it's hard to see. And I believe that's going to be on Mandeville.
Just watching our defensive backs when the ball went that way, you see them trying to move, and they were having trouble moving left side to side. So,
and that's the second time they've had holding called on the outside on a – that was not a big play. We were going to decline that one anyway.
You think they'll give them 10 yards and a first down on this hold like they did last time?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine on – I didn't know about the touchback on a missed field goal until this year. You talked about it earlier, leading to the 20.
It took me 5 years to learn that. We argued about it every game for 4.
Well, in your defense, Chip was still thinking it was the other way 2 games ago, and that might have been my first contribution to the booth.
Low snap. Looks like Walker's going to take this one. Catches it around the 36. Met by a bunch of Skippers. Might have got a yard or so, but Brooks Residential first down coming up for the Wolves on their own 39. So I know we talked about Covington Ponchatoula earlier. Trying to pull some up on my phone.
Oh, I got out of it.
Oh.
Ruston's up 21-0 on Pineville. Again, I know that's not our turf, but
district standings right now for 6-5A. You got those in your head?
Is that us?
Yes.
Well, you've got Mandeville and St. Paul's on top. Covington is
right behind.
Right behind. So win tonight, and you've still got to go over there and beat Covington
to
avoid a potential 3-way tie.
Yep. 1st and 10. BK under center. Ravane in motion. Fakes a toss to Willis. Looking downfield to Walker. Complete at around the Mandeville 33-34. So smooth play by Brennan Keim. Rolls out off one foot, hits Walker in stride, looking good. Who is it, Dewey?
Stone
Celestin.
He had Villa wide open. Villa would have walked into the end zone for the touchdown. Again, it's hard being I got an 8th grade quarterback, and I don't critique him because I can't do it. High school the same way, but Villa would have walked in the end zone if he saw him. Still a great play.
Celestin in motion. Willis takes a handoff, cuts back to the middle. Picks up a few, but brought down from the back. Oh, he got out. They're saying he was down. So I got new glasses coming next week, Paul. So
I'm good. I'm
blind as a bat right now.
Davis is taking care of all the good.
Yeah, I've been told by my optometrist I got like 1 or 2 more years maybe of not needing bifocals.
Yeah, mine started about 2 years ago. So.
I'll take it as long as I
just see Paul shaking his head as I say Jake Walker 3 times.
Well, 14 and 11.
Yeah, with no glasses.
And they're built the same.
Yep, Keim shotgun. Fakes handoff to Willis, rolls over, got Ravane wide open who makes the catch, gets inside the 10. That's going to be 1st and goal for the Wolves. Coming up, great catch by Chase Ravane. Great throw by Brennan Keim.
That's a great play call by LK. Again, that's the 3rd time tonight we've snuck a tight end or a fullback out of the backfield or not split out wide, and they have not seen him, not covered him, and it's gone for big yardage, and looks like we're going no huddle.
Yep, so Brooks Residential, official first down sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Keim under center, Ravane in that fullback position. They fake it, and they counter to Willis. He cuts back to the middle, spins and gets to around the 2 or 3, it looks like.
Yeah, good job by Willis to avoid. He had a guy had a hand on him in the backfield, but
they didn't
get him.
So 2nd and goal coming up. Clock is at 5 minutes left in the first half, 2nd quarter. Play clock's at 27. Cochran's going to come out. Looks like we're going to
82. I forgot his name.
bring in number 82. It's
82
gonna be Adam
is Adam
Connell.
Connell. Yeah, he's a sophomore. He's a name to know for future reference.
Yep.
Going with the big package.
Comm under center.
Touchdown.
Hands it off to Corrales, and he walks in the end zone, dragging a skipper with him. Touchdown, Wolves. 7-6, barring the PAT from Tally. So we knew it'd be a tight game, and the Wolves tied up with 4:40 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I said it when Mandeville had the ball. That's a huge sequence of events to stop them, get the ball back, drive the ball right down the field. You know you've got a ball game. Keeps them from taking over complete momentum. So
that's an eye-shred touchdown. Here comes the PAT from Tally. We got a flag, probably a little offsides on the defense. They look like they got around early. 4 came untouched around Bedford on that far side. Yeah, all sides on the defense. I'm right like 11 out of 10 times. You ain't learned that yet, do we?
Yes, I did, sir. Yes,
I like to tell my wife that she's right 28% of the time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, whatever's on the internet stays on the internet, David. So we're going to shorten it up a little bit. Tally's waiting on the snap. 4 gets around again untouched, but that one's going to be good. So 7-7.
That was a good drive, just like David said. That big stop right there, early in the ball game.
Yep. Well, he heard you. So whatever you're saying, they hear it all. So, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So, and that's brought to you by La Coretta's right down the street.
Where they have great frozen margaritas.
They do. In a styrofoam cup with a pink straw.
Right.
It went through loud and clear.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to tell him. Yeah. So, always fun. We get to set up in the stands with the parents. We get to do it about once a year, and it's always interesting.
This is the ultimate fan experience if anybody wants to take part in it.
Yeah.
We just need help with setting up. Don't let me forget to check the generator at
I
halftime.
just thought about it. Same time you did. We got ESP in.
I'm glad we was able to bring a generator so we can have power for the coaching staff on the side so they can look at plays as well.
Yeah. So, you know, you hear those things about college teams going on the road and their locker rooms are bright pink or pastel colors or whatever it is. When we come over here, there's no power, there's no nothing. We got to figure it out ourselves, you know.
I said it the first. I've just shown up and talked. I don't think people appreciate the job you guys have had to do just to broadcast this. If you don't hear it enough, thank you. It's much appreciated.
We'd like to thank Keith West for supplying the generator tonight.
Yeah, thank you to the West family.
North Shore going up on Fountain Blue 14-0. Quick update there in the second quarter.
Hendricks out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, going to hand it to Bayham again. They're gonna.
That's Dylan Post.
That's Dylan Post again.
Yep. Bayham might have 40 carries tonight.
Well, he normally does. Again, that's if you look at their stat lines. I mean, it is Shepherd, and now it's going to be Bayham.
Yep.
And it's going to be a matter of can St. Paul's get into the backfield. If they can't, he's going to be able to run. If they can, he's going to have trouble. It's been the story almost all the way through the first half.
Got about 4 minutes here left in the first half. Tie ball game at Sidney Terrio Stadium at Mandeville High School. Mandeville with the ball, trips near side. Bayham and Hendricks' right pocket. He's going to drop back. He's looking our way. He's going to throw. And it looks like it's complete to number 7.
That's Jake Giacchetti, the sophomore, former quarterback. Be interested in seeing his career path. He's a great athlete, can play multiple positions, multiple sport athlete. He is their leading receiver, which is, they don't have a lot of receptions, but he's been at the top of the stat sheet for them in the receiving category all year.
Yep, so 1st and 10 coming up for the Skippers. Kind of a read option. Hendricks going to keep it himself. Picks up a couple. Brought down by Dewey and West.
And Mott on a tackle.
Your boy was in there.
Walker is leading Denham Springs 7-0. Second quarter.
A little crosstown rivalry a little west of us.
Rummel on top of Jesuit, 14-0.
Wow.
Second quarter.
Rummel's good.
Edna Carr over John Curtis, 14-7, second quarter.
Handoff Bayham going the other way. Cuts up. Got room. He slips.
Yeah.
Tries to make a turn.
He did a nice job yet again, just displaying patience, waiting on things to open up, and then that burst of speed gets him.
See if they're going to give it to him. It's close. I think he got it,
I thought he had it live, and he does.
So 1st and 10 coming up for Skippers. That's a Brooks Residential first down.
Hey, 10 yards is fine. You got to avoid the 40 yards. It's only a couple of minutes left to go in the first half.
Yep. Hendricks hands it off to Bayham right up the middle. Ooh, I don't know if somebody got a face mask or a jersey, but they got something and stopped him quick.
It looked, again, it's hard to see up here. It looked like a face mask, but
no flag,
the
so it was a
referees
jersey.
didn't see it or did not agree.
2nd and 3 coming up for the Skippers.
You would probably hear a lot of screaming from the other side if it was actually a face mask. So,
you know what I find different? We back to a 3-man front. Earlier when we stopped them a lot in the first quarter, we had a 4-man front. And now with a 3-man front, just like you said, he's patiently waiting and picking his way through the defense.
So Bayham's going to get enough for a first down there. Brought down by several Wolves. Look at that, number 2.
Mitchell.
Yeah,
that's Jacob Mitchell. He's been pretty active tonight.
So 2 minutes left in the first half. Mandeville has, one timeout left?
That's what the score. Yeah, they called one to kind of stop our momentum there, if you remember, down deep in their territory early.
We fumbled right after.
They called the second one to avoid the delay of game.
4 receivers, 3 far side. Hendricks shotgun. Going to feed it to Bayham again. It's going to cut up. Got hit but broke through. And
we have to tackle. We have to wrap up.
He had contact at the line. It was high, looked like an arm grab, and he slipped out of that pretty easy.
He can't arm tackle Bayham. Again,
I imagine you're going to see Bayham touch it the rest of the first half, and they're either going to score or get a field goal, one of the two. So
unless they've got they will go deep periodically, and if they do that, it's probably going to Giacchetti, but it's not often, maybe once a game.
But I think Jones would settle for 3 going to the half and not an interception possibly, so might not see it. And this is where they throw it, Davis, right when I say you're not going to throw it. Hendricks going to stay in the shotgun. Bayham behind him. Yep. Number
51.
Fegan.
Yep, Fegan in there.
He showed up tonight, baby.
So Nathan Fegan, senior defensive lineman, gets in there quick. Clock down to 50 in the seconds in the first half. 48. Play clock at 25. They're going to hurry up here. Trips near side. Hendricks shotgun. He's going to drop back. This is where he's going to throw it. Complete. Not going to be near enough for a first down. Going to be about 3rd and 7 coming up, with the clock still running at 30 seconds left in the first half. They have 1 timeout left.
Ian Harriman, a nice job settling into his zone there and puts him in position to take a shot or 2.
Yep. Hendricks drops back again, scrambles, pressure, throws it up out of bounds. Clock's going to stop at 15 seconds. With 4th down coming up. So they're going to bring the field goal unit in here, Davis. Try to take a short lead going into the half.
I believe that was a Dewey that got the hit on the quarterback that time and forced the throw out of bounds. Is that correct, cameraman?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good job, Perrin Dewey, senior scholar athlete of the week, the year, the month, the decade, everything, man. That dude's got, a 5.2 GPA?
4.52, 34.
Something.
Combined.
And it's good. So
43-yard field goal, I believe.
He missed it.
Wide right.
He missed it, right.
Wide right.
All right.
And the Skippers miss one, too. So top 2 field goal kickers in the state pretty much missed 2 rare opportunities.
Wow.
The nerves have hit the field goal kickers. It's just been it's been interesting to watch. The best 2 teams in the district, very likely, not to diminish what Covington's doing. And it's been just a night of uncharacteristic mistakes from receivers, running backs, and now kickers.
Yep. So I imagine we go into victory right here and just take it to the house, right? 7 seconds left on our own 20.
We get the ball coming out. We've got that miss gives you a little slight edge and momentum. So you certainly keep the crowd quiet for halftime and see what you can do coming out of the second half.
So, yeah, we're going to just kneel it and run the clock out here and take it to halftime. But great game so far.
Yes.
One turnover, a couple missed field goals, some good offense on both sides. 7-7 going in the half. We expected a close game, low-scoring game, so we got it. So
I've been asked to give a shout-out, and we might as well tell everybody where Chip is. He's occupied at the Our Lady of the Lake Fair, which is where I will be tomorrow. They've got us on a live stream somewhere out there. My friend Mike Billingsley shared the link with him, and maybe Chip's met Mike or knows Mike and watching out there. So hello to all you guys. And we've got some skippers watching tonight, and my friend and neighbor Paul is tuning in, and that's how big this game is. We may be famous after this.
Do they have the crawfish cook-off between 11 and 3 tomorrow?
That's a great question because I don't eat crawfish. I'm embarrassed to tell you.
I think it's a chili cook-off or something.
Davis, I don't eat it either. No. And look, it's not because I don't like them. It's because they're very inefficient.
It's
it takes me
lot
forever.
Of work. Give me a steak.
Yeah. So
if there's a crawfish cook-off or a chili cook-off, our friends at the OLL Fair can
there is
have a little plug. Tell me what it is, and we'll get that information out there, drum up some business. It's a great fundraiser.
Yeah. Chip's right down the street at the OLL Fair. So 7-7 at the half. We got the Marching Wolves coming up. See if we can pull up some scores from Go Preps. It was a little slow earlier.
If you can't, I've at least got 5A. I'm still having trouble with the regional area.
Yeah, I'm loading slow here. So I know we talked about Covington Ponchatoula earlier. And,
and I better, my mom is mad because she's watching from Mississippi. That's a 4-hour drive away. And Betty Brister would like a shout out. So hello. And maybe Ward, my dad.
So Baton Rouge area, we got Catholic up 28-0 over Woodlawn. Dunham up 6-0 over Episcopal. Walker over Denham Springs right now 7-0.
Wow.
Let's see what else we got.
The Rummel's now up 28-0, Mike.
28-0.
Second quarter.
And Carr is just unleashing everybody they have at 28-7. Wow. I tell you what, I think his name is Mr. Harris. Carr is head coach. He spoke at the quarterback club Tuesday when Perrin received his Scholar Athlete Award. And, he had a lot of great things to say about these student athletes and not getting a lot of recognition for what they do on and off the field.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so much stuff they do and, be able to stay in sports and keep academics up. So it's really hats off to him on the speech he gave Tuesday.
Got North Lake Christian up 14-0 over St. Helena right down the road. North Shore up 14-0 over Mount Fontainebleau right down the road. Franklinton over Larange are 14-7 right now. Let's see. Looks like Hannon and Lakeshore tied at 0. That might not be accurate. Covington still up 6-0 over Ponchatoula. That might not be accurate.
Yeah, anything in the first quarter has got to be not reported, right?
Bogalusa over at Pine tonight. I know that's Barry's favorite team, so I got to give him that Pine update. He's fiending for it.
I seen Mr. Strickland made it to the Taylor Swift concert.
He did.
That was awesome. He must have camped out outside or something.
Nah, he's always got the connections. He just doesn't let anybody know. He plays poor mouth. Same thing with Wiener.
I'm trying to get an Alabama ticket. Anybody out there for next week? I just need one.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. I ain't making no promises, but
that's all right. I'll buy him one if I have to. We may be future Alabama fans.
My wife just texted me and asked to put up the Christmas tree tomorrow, so you might get her Alabama ticket. So.
Oh man, this year flew by. I mean, we already November 1st, 2nd.
Oh yeah,
today?
It's going to be Thanksgiving before you know it.
She would have it up after 4th of July if I let her. So. Let's see. St. Aug looks like they're up over Holy Cross 12-7 right now. Rummel extending their lead 28-0 over Jesuit. Edna Carr up 28-7 over John Curtis. Shaw 12-0 over Bell Chase.
And Shaw got Hank Turney back. I mean, they're making a good comeback. He's bringing in some more athletes over there on the West Bank.
Newman got the win yesterday, 42-7 over Country Day.
They were Crescent City Sports Game of the Week.
Yeah.
Mr. Trahan. I didn't know that. We have to figure out how they can broadcast us one time for a Game of the Week, no?
WPBN's free, Paul.
That is correct. It's voluntary.
Yeah, it's free to the viewers from all our sponsors that help out St. Paul's football. Trying to keep it that way. So anybody can tune in. YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. So
is this live on Facebook as well? You can access it. Or
not on the road because it's hard to double stream through cell connection. So we're just on YouTube, but the link is on the Facebook page to jump back to YouTube. So tonight's only YouTube, but it is posted on the Facebook page for St. Paul's WPBN. So I'm sure somebody will say they can't find it.
Of course, you have to have one or two people,
100 people.
And as always, the Marching Wolves are putting on a great show at halftime.
Yep.
Well, their season's really about to begin. This is just a tune-up.
Yep.
It's always fun to see them progress all through Mardi Gras. And I may have said this already before. One of the things I am impressed with by the school is how they make not only every athletics, every academic, which the Dewey family's experiencing, the band, everything is first class.
I know LSU and Bama both have their traditional bye weeks before their matchup, but I know we got some college games going on.
Tulane showed out last night, man. Yeah. They really did well, undefeated in
They look good.
Yeah, they did.
So
I'm gonna look up some of those scores. SEC play, not a huge weekend. You got Florida, Georgia.
Yep.
I mean, one of the interesting things about college football has been the transfer portal. To me, is
a joke.
Been the opposite of what you thought. As an Ole Miss fan, it hasn't worked out the way we wanted it to. All the money spent, but when you see Vandy winning. When you see Florida pulling off upsets, when you see
it's working out for some people and not for others.
It's created parity is what it's done, and I don't know if I'm still an advocate for it, but it is nice to not know who's going to win on any given weekend.
Paul, you're not getting some good comments from the chat on the camera work. Chip's texting me right now.
Oh, well. Chip, you know what, Chip?
OLL's not far away. It's only a 10-minute drive.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Chip. I got to get excited a couple times. I'll make better the second half.
I mean, it looks good to me on the screen, of course.
No, there was a couple times that I was in La La Land looking at the play without the camera. So,
you want to go check the generator?
Yeah, if I can make it down there.
Kentucky at Tennessee tomorrow.
Remember, leave it on while you put the gas in.
That's a night game along with.
Seriously.
No, we're not shutting anything down.
Yeah. I know that's against OSHA code or whatever else, but
where is the generator?
It's underneath the front bleachers down there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We're supplying WPBN, St. Paul's.
Yep.
God only knows who else is piggybacking off of us.
Mandeville's concession stands running off your phone and the generator.
Texas A&M, South Carolina, an interesting game tomorrow night. That's the primetime ABC game. South Carolina's surprised some folks. A&M's in position to.
Is Vanderbilt's I know Ole Miss is at Arkansas.
Yeah, and that's always a tough matchup for Ole Miss. Vandy is at Auburn.
Arkansas is usually a tough matchup for LSU as well, but they just look flat this year.
That was their only really bad-looking game. Yeah. Not that I've watched. I don't have time to watch a lot of SEC football anymore, but Vandy and Auburn. I mean, Vandy's actually a 7.5-point underdog at Auburn.
Yeah.
So people still not believing in them. They win one more game, they're going to a bowl.
Davis, let's take a quick break. We got about 11:45 left in halftime. 7-7 tied up here at Skipper Stadium, Sidney Terrio Stadium. And we're going to take a quick break, run commercials, and let Dewey go check the generator. And if you need to go to the bathroom, and we'll be right back.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a PJ's near you today, only for a limited time.
Hello, St. Paul Wolves. Welcome to Bananas Catering. Are you planning a wedding, crawfish ball, corporate event, or a special celebration? Look no further. Our team of culinary artists create mouth-watering dishes that will delight your taste buds and elevate your event. From gourmet appetizers to decadent desserts, ensuring your guests leave with unforgettable memories. Book Bananas Catering today and savor the magic.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shaken espresso at a PJ's near you today, only for a limited time.
Hurry up, it's moving day.
I'm coming.
I hear there's going to be a dog park just for us with a kids' playground next door.
Don't forget about the lounge for our humans. Wow!
This is so exciting.
Our new home.
So pretty. Look at that happy family.
That puppy is going to love his new Subaru.
Baldwin Subaru, celebrating 75 human years in style. Come see what all of the excitement is about at our newly redesigned showroom.
At Greenleaf Architects, our passion is creating innovative environments crafted intentionally for the people who occupy them. The success of each project hinges upon commitment to collaboration, creative thinking, and technology. From renderings to ribbon cuttings, we exhaust every resource to ensure that we can deliver optimal results that honor the integrity of your vision. We are more than just industry leaders in architecture and interior design. We push boundaries, embrace change, and pursue excellence in everything we do. Greenleaf Architects, more than architecture. On behalf of Greenleaf Architects, we wish St. Paul's a great season. Go Wolves!
At In-N-Out Urgent Care, we have the medical care you need when you need it the most. From sore throats to sprains, our expert medical specialists will treat you with timely care that's tailored to you. And with on-site labs and x-rays, you get the immediate medical attention you need all in one place. Open 7 days a week with no appointment necessary, or schedule online and save time. In-N-Out Urgent Care, a team of medical experts you can trust.
Bevel Gas and Electric Lights has been casting a romantic glow in the historic French Quarter and in New Orleans for over 70 years. These old-world handcrafted lanterns grace homes, restaurants, and resorts not only here, but in all 50 states and 47 countries. Bevel antique copper fixtures are built to last a lifetime. Stop by the Bevel Lighting Museum and view the stunning display of open flame copper lanterns. Watch coppersmiths build lanterns daily between Royal Street and Exchange Place Alley. And don't forget, we make electric too.
Hurry up, it's moving day.
I'm coming.
I hear there's going to be a dog park just for us with a kids' playground next door.
Don't forget about the lounge for our humans. Wow!
This is so exciting.
Our new home.
So pretty. Look at that happy family.
That puppy is going to love his new Subaru.
Baldwin Subaru, celebrating 75 human years in style. Come see what all of the excitement is about at our newly redesigned showroom.
Greenleaf Architects, our passion is creating innovative environments crafted intentionally for the people who occupy them. The success of each project hinges upon commitment to collaboration, creative thinking, and technology. From renderings to ribbon cuttings, we exhaust every resource to ensure that we can deliver optimal results that honor the integrity of your vision. We are more than just industry leaders in architecture and interior design. We push boundaries, embrace change, and pursue excellence in everything we do. Greenleaf Architects, more than architecture. On behalf of Greenleaf Architects, we wish St. Paul's a great season. Go Wolves!
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shaken espresso at a PJ's near you today.
At In-N-Out Urgent Care, we have the medical care you need when you need it the most. From sore throats to sprains, our expert medical specialists will treat you with timely care that's tailored to you. And with on-site labs and x-rays, you get the immediate medical attention you need all in one place. Open 7 days a week with no appointment necessary, or schedule online and save time. In-N-Out Urgent Care, a team of medical experts you can trust.
Hello, St. Paul Wolves. Welcome to Bananas Catering. Are you planning a wedding, crawfish ball, corporate event, or a special celebration? Look no further. Our team of culinary artists create mouth-watering dishes that will delight your taste buds and elevate your event. From gourmet appetizers to decadent desserts, ensuring your guests leave with unforgettable memories. Book Bananas Catering today and savor the magic.
Bevelot Gas and Electric Lights has been casting a romantic glow in the historic French Quarter and in New Orleans for over 70 years. These old-world handcrafted lanterns grace homes, restaurants, and resorts not only here, but in all 50 states and 47 countries. Bevelot antique copper fixtures are built to last a lifetime. Stop by the Bevelot Lighting Museum and view the stunning display of open flame copper lanterns. Watch coppersmiths build lanterns daily between World Street and Exchange Place Alley. And don't forget, we make electric too.
WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network back, halftime. We're on our fourth cameraman of the night. This one's going to work out. His name's Dal Pooey. And
I think the camera ought to pan down and see how this thing is even set up.
No, it doesn't need to.
Oh, man. My apologies for all
Don't
the
try
fans
this at
out
home
there.
is all I can say.
I kind of got excited a couple times on a Zoom. So if you're seeing the sky or maybe the sidelines or somebody's back of their head, just
probably means your son's made a play.
Yeah. Or he didn't, and Paul's mad about it. But now we got Dal Pooey, so
good thing, yeah. Some quick updates. Covington at halftime on top of Ponchatoula 13-0, and again that's significant because if St. Paul's gets through this game with a victory, you've got to turn around and beat Covington next week to seal the deal, avoid a three-way tie in district play.
Right.
If Mandeville wins, it's over because they would have beaten both teams outright. Pope John Paul II over Pearl River at halftime, 14-13. North Shore second quarter over Fountain Blue, 14-0. Franklinton over La Range's second quarter, 14-7. North Lake Christian on top of St. Helena, 14-8. Did I say that right?
Yep,
Okay.
St. Helena. Some people say St. Helena, but they're from Texas.
Okay, well, I'm from Mississippi, so, I get it.
We're just lucky you can read.
Yes, correct. Count to 10. Wow. If the score goes to double digits, I'm screwed.
I mess with Barry. He's a Mississippi State guy. Now we got an Ole Miss guy.
Yeah.
Y'all got us surrounded. So.
No report from Hammond Salmon. No report from Chalmette Slidell.
Rue says he's eating clam chowder, if anybody's wondering.
I appreciate you, Rue.
Yeah.
Hannon giving Lakeshore a little bit of a game. It's 21-14 in the first. Hannon is still struggling, but they've put up some points this year. They can't stop anybody.
You know what I want to know about Hannon is what type of ROI they get on that sponsorship they do for that Friday night with WGNO, because they sponsor it big time every week. Oh, that's all you see is Hannon this, Hannon that. And it can't be cheap. So 48 seconds here left in the halftime.
So, Davis, let me ask you a question. I know you said something if we win and then next week, say something happens, then we have a three-way tie. So how do you break that tie up? What do you do as far as that?
Whoever's got blue in their colors.
Well, who has the most amount, we'd be in trouble.
I think we'd all be, yeah.
I got
Covington
you.
would
Like
be.
a
No,
score
I would
thing,
assume
maybe?
it has to come out. I don't know if you look at the 3 games point differential. I don't know if you look at defensive points given up. It's going to be one of.
I could tell you how it works in travel baseball on a Sunday morning, but I can't tell you how it works in the three-way tie.
Hopefully we don't get to
runs
that point,
allowed.
Right.
Non-district record, maybe the state rankings with the power rankings and stuff. I don't know because you got select, non-select.
Right. That's
I'm sure they got a screwed-up formula they use that's probably.
It was always amazing when I did the travel baseball thing how hard it was for tournament organizers to figure out how to seed teams based on pool play.
Well,
I would actually correct them, you know.
Oh, yeah. And if you're in that double-A bracket, they usually don't care. They'll get half of it wrong.
Right.
And it would rain anyway, and
Yeah.
they'd get their money and send you home.
Yep. That's what they hope for. So.
If somebody would have said 20 years ago travel ball would be as big as it is now, I mean.
It's only going to get bigger.
It's just retarded.
So. Yeah, big crowd here tonight at Sidney Terrio Stadium.
Interesting score. I guess this must have been last night. I don't know if you guys saw it. Kind of a comp to this game. Madison Prep beat U High 14-6.
Wow.
I believe that was not tonight. I think it was maybe last night.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't tonight. I thought that was interesting given that U High is pretty solid. Madison Prep lost to Mandeville earlier in the year. So there had been some chatter, you know, in the St. Paul circles that Mandeville didn't have a strong non-conference schedule, but clearly that is a big win for them when you're looking
it helps
at
them a lot.
Seeding in the non-select playoff division.
Mandeville got to the semifinals last year?
They did, yeah. Going back in through that history, I forget the quarterback's name who played against us last year. You guys may remember, but Hendricks he was not the quarterback. He played on this field against St. Paul's JV. They inserted him in, and then they went on that magical run, losing to Ruston in the semifinals. And that's been their only loss with Ben Hendricks at quarterback, obviously being 8-0 this year.
All right, so we're getting ready to start the third quarter.
We should get the ball.
Yep, St. Paul's going to get it first. 7-7 tied up. 2 missed field goals, one on each side. Rare misses for both teams.
Yeah, there was a lot of misses. I think if you recap the first half, each side made 2 or 3 mistakes, a couple of drop balls by receivers, a couple of fumbles, those missed field goals. Mandeville, when they were successful, was able to hit a couple of little quick pass type bubble screen. And, of course, Isaiah Bayham, if he gets an opening, he's going to get yardage. We held him in check for the most part, and that's the game plan. You've got to hold him in check just enough. For St. Paul's, it was sort of those, I won't call them trick plays, it was just creative scheming. 3 nice passes underneath to a tight end or a fullback, Ravane on a couple of them along with Benaldi, which really set up the scoring drive there at the end of the second quarter for the Wolves.
Yep, so we're going to get started here in the second half, 7-7. St. Paul's back to receive the kickoff. Mandeville's same as us. They're probably most likely going to get a touchback here. Big leg on their kicker. But we got Corrales, Willis, and Walker back there to receive for the Wolves.
I haven't said his name, but I believe the kicker is Creighton Wilbanks. As mentioned before, I believe he's committed to Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, you are correct.
Sears is having some discussion with the referees.
He's got 2 of them over there. 2 Sears and 2 refs.
Yeah. And no white hat. Big student section here for St. Paul's. They came in their dress uniforms today, most of them. Got the band here, the Marching Wolves. A lot of noise coming from the visiting side, a lot of noise coming from the home side at Sidney Terrio Stadium. Big matchup, crosstown rivalry.
Mandeville looking for a win against St. Paul's for the first time since the COVID year, 2020. They had a good team. St. Paul's has squeaked out a few since then.
I got Troy Coakley texting
going
me.
short.
Yep, Corrales is going to take it around the 9. He's going to bring it to the near side, breaks the tackle,
Come on,
gets through
Cody.
one, got a hole,
Come on, Cody.
finds a seam, cuts back to the middle, and looks like the kicker brought him down around the 45.
Yeah,
so good return.
That was Creighton Wilbanks, probably saved a touchdown. Looked like they made the decision to kick it short, and I wouldn't kick it to Corrales if you're going to kick it short
Hey,
at all.
I think Vic Nair sitting next to me just brought it to my attention. I think maybe what the Sears guys coaches were talking about with the refs was the field didn't swap sides.
It didn't, did it? Yeah.
So I don't know
Interesting.
if that's maybe I don't know. Yeah, you're right. So that's the good part about being in the stands with the parents. They let you know what you're missing, whether you know it or not.
Well, and you miss a lot when you're in the stands with parents.
Yep, so Ravane in motion, Kime under center, flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start.
I believe Schafstall he cursed it himself, so that's going to be on him very likely.
Yep, the big freshman got a offer from Tulane last week and several hundred more to come over the next 3 years. So,
and we'll get it right. 6'2", 305.
Big enough to play D1 football today. And he's got
correct.
4 more years. So, Kime rolls out looking for Celestine down the field. Sees, great pass.
Well, that's completion.
That's a completion, huh?
Yes.
I think he got 2 or 3 steps and got out of bounds.
That should be a completion.
Yep,
they're saying it's good. So, boy, Kime threaded the needle on that ball rolling out.
You couldn't throw it any better than that, and it was really a great job by Benaldi.
We got the replay coming up right here,
Catch it.
WPBN replay. Great camera work by Dahl Pui. And,
he took 4 steps before he got hit and jarred and knocked out of bounds.
So that's a Brooks Residential first down. Thank you to Brooks Residential, our official first down sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
Let's throw a couple more times, get that box.
Kime's going to stay in the shotgun. That same little
Come on, Cody.
counter. That's a little face mask, maybe.
Yeah.
Flag coming in way down there. I don't know how he sees it, but this guy doesn't.
He was 30 yards downfield, that judge. And
that's a little eagle eye.
He said he must have been a quarterback, but he saw it at least.
I mean, what about the line judge?
They're looking at the line, Dahl.
My bad.
Well, we talked about that momentum swing. A simple, missed field goal first half kind of keeps morale up on the St. Paul side, and that is carried in literally from the first play. Corrales getting a chance to return the kick and gets it almost to midfield, and 2 or 3 plays later, you're already down inside almost in the red zone.
Yep. You're losing the edges a little bit when they roll. That's why you don't have to do a lot. There you go. Just a little bit right there.
Gotcha.
All right, so 1st and 10 coming up. 11:20 left in the third quarter. 7-7 tied here at City Terrio Stadium at Mandeville High. Kime in the shotgun. Celestine in motion. Corrales next to him. Fakes that counter. Kime's going to keep it.
Go, Kime.
Inside the 5. Going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Wolves. That's a Brooks Residential first down.
I'm not going to talk a lot about Ole Miss football because nobody on this live stream cares about Ole Miss football, but that's Jackson Dart. That's what he looked like. He lowered his shoulder and got about 6 extra yards.
So meat package coming in. Hand off to Willis.
Come on, Troy.
He's pumping his legs. He got down to about the 2, it looked like, and that's where they're going to mark him with forward progress. Did a good job getting that far. I mean, he ran into a pile of people and somehow danced his way for about 3 yards.
I don't want to speak too soon, but the line has recovered a little bit. Early on, they were really having a problem guarding the interior. And the last 2 drives, they've figured something out and are controlling that line of scrimmage.
So Coach Stant making those adjustments at halftime. Handoff to Corrales. That's going to be a – they're marking him short, about an inch short, it looks like. The side judge is running up with his foot on the goal line. So
quarterback sneak, huh?
Yep.
You're on the inch.
This is your 2 plays right here.
I agree.
So keep that meat package in. You see Cochran coming in for number 82, which is Adam Connell. We're going to go into I formation with Ravane at fullback. And Kime's going to keep it. Ravane's going to push him in. That's a touchdown, Wolves, as they take the lead early in the second half with 9:45 left in the third. 13-7 St. Paul's, waiting on the PAT from Tally.
Mike, a variation there of the tush push. You put Kime under center, you put Ravane right behind him, and you send Ravane straight up Kime's butt. And that'll score 9.9 times out of 10.
Yep. So Tally in for the PAT. Good job of the St. Paul's offense.
Oh, we got a break.
That same guy is cutting the corner early. That's the second time he's done it.
That's going to hurt one day in the fourth quarter. We got to get somebody to
And that's Henry, I believe, number 6.
Yeah, Dylan Henry, 6, the sophomore. A little bit of a break. Now, you don't know if that movement caused the snap, but we skipped the snap, and Aiden Brooks, the holder, was going to have to pick it up and run with it.
Yeah, the guy's trying to time the snap, and, he's getting around Bedford on the end before he even moves. Here he comes again. We're going to fake it, and we're going to throw it in the corner to Cochran, who's going to, look like he had it in his hands and got stripped out. So,
well, the play was open.
Yeah.
I believe that was Brooks that threw the ball. He floated a little bit. He had him open, but Brooks is a safety.
Yeah.
Throwing the football, and maybe worth the risk. I guess time will tell.
I don't know what you got to do to contain Henry on the edge on these field goals and PATs, because he is, back there when the holder's catching the ball, and they've called him twice on it. So
there have been some issues throughout the season protecting kicks. We've had a block or two where it's almost been a jailbreak scenario on kicks. Of course, most of the time Tally gets it through, but certainly something to watch. That was not a messed up snap, though. That was clearly a called fake.
Oh, no, yeah, 100%. Set up for that reason, right? So 13-7, 9:45 left in the third quarter, excuse me. Tally with the kick. It's going to be another touchback. Probably going to see that all night from both sides.
I think you want to, just like Corrales. The two guys Mandeville has, Bayham and Michael White. I don't think you want either one of them getting the ball and returning it.
No, I agree. You saw what Corrales did on that one, so got about 35 yards, 40 yards on his return. Speaking of travel ball earlier, congratulations to Jack Crescent of the Knights. Also works for the Los Angeles Dodgers, getting him another World Series ring coming. So congratulations to those guys. Bayham gets around the edge, breaks a couple tackles, runs into his own blocker, and gets a first down for the Skippers.
Did you say you were a Yankees fan?
Yes.
So that was a tough game 5 alone.
Every one of them were tough. And everybody, look, if you look at the stats, straight down from runs scored, average, all that stuff, Yankees actually top them, surprise, even home runs. And there's that one key play in all 5 of those games.
There he is.
That's Gavin Ordoin.
He
Good
took
job.
the snap. Hell of a job, Gavin.
Big Med-Centris defensive play from Gavin Ardoin. And the big one that sticks out is sending Stanton home from second in game 3.
No, you lost the first game by throwing Cortez,
2, yeah.
who never pitched in a month.
Yep.
And then the momentum swing after that.
Yep, but
I don't know, man.
Not taking anything from the Dodgers. They kicked the Yankees' butt.
Freddie Freeman came to play. He did what his job was when you bring him over from the Braves.
And Jack Crescent, also a Mandeville graduate, got his number retired over there at the baseball stadium.
That's awesome.
Got his 2 boys that came through. I know one of them actually is in the Dodgers organization. The other one's pitching in college right now, so shout out to those guys.
I'm not sure what happened here. Referees called a timeout after that big stop by Ordoin. Mandeville also seemed to have a receiver shaken up, blocking on the outside.
Yeah, number 14, huh? That's what it
was. He is 34.
34,
which
okay.
is Jax O'Quinn.
Hendricks is going to go shotgun, 4 receivers, 2 each side. Bayham on his right pocket. He's going to drop back. Got pressure. Another big sack.
Ashton Bedford. There we go, baby.
Ashton Bedford and number 94.
Alex Mott.
Alex Mott. who is committed to Mass Maritime, so he'll be up in Buzzards Bay again next year.
That's right.
With Beamer and Arnold.
Another broken record comment, Mike. Every time a defender gets in the backfield, it's a different defender.
Yep.
You got 7 or 8 guys back there making plays, and that's really how you have to beat Mandeville. You got to have fresh legs in there to make an impact before they can get going.
3rd and 18 coming up for the Skippers.
Right here. Come on, baby.
4 receivers, 3 far side. You got Bayham open in the screen. Oh, possibly intercepted.
Yeah, number 7.
They're going to say it hit the ground.
That's all right. That was a big play.
I believe that's the correct call. Again, hard to see from up here, but I think that that's...
Let's see the replay.
That was a little late. I'm sorry. There it is.
So 4th down coming up for the Skippers.
Hong Kong Fooey's a little late on the replay.
Yeah, we transitioned to the field camera, but didn't pick it up in time.
Well, it's you had to see if there was a Dewey in the backfield.
Yeah.
Look, you don't mess this up. You get the ball 10, 20 yards at worst.
I tell
Except
you what,
that's
he's
a
been
wonderful punt.
punting all night. What are we doing? What are you doing?
All right, they're going to down at about the 11. So we got a flag on the play.
That can't be good for the St. Paul's to have a flag right there. I would assume that's going to be a hold or a block in the back maybe.
Why?
Again, you just wonder if it's the big game atmosphere causing these kids to make decisions they don't normally make. Definitely one you want a fair catch. Easier said than done. It was a great punt.
Yep.
Without the roll.
He's been punting very well all night.
Have to look up the punter's name.
All right. So definitely going to be on us. I see the white hat pointing that way, blocking the back on St. Paul's. So,
yeah, there was a skipper that went flying somewhere in that range, so that's what you have to assume. So that's unfortunate because you know Walker was camped out on the 35 or 40.
Yeah.
That's where you hope to get the ball, and now you're back deep into skipper territory, on your heels just a little bit.
So 1st and 10 coming up for St. Paul's on their own 5.5, 6. 7:44 left in the 3rd quarter. 13-7 St. Paul's, moving west to east. Personnel changes on defense for Mandeville. Got 3 or 4 subbing out here. Com's going to go under center. Corrales in the backfield. 1 receiver each side, kind of shortened up inside the hash. Ravain moves into that fullback position for an extra blocker. Com's going to go deep.
He's got him.
And he's got him wide open.
Baby. That's it. That's touchdown, baby. We called it all night. Villa, 70 yards, 80 yards for the touchdown, baby. Look at his parents. Right here, right here.
Here's
we
a
knew it was
replay.
coming.
Villa wide open, and that's a 94-yard touchdown pass.
That is yet again much credit to LK Little Kenny Sears for the play call. It takes a lot of guts to call that play.
Yeah, we'll show it again here. Com dropping back in his own end zone. Hits Villa around the 40, and he's off to the races. That's a huge Oshred touchdown.
Awesome.
So,
got an injured Wolf, guys. I'm not sure who's down, but training staff
it's a cramp. I mean, he was running up to the line to snap it, and they're
someone
working
had
that
to run
calf
a long
hard.
way.
Yeah.
Hey, just again, I mean, it wasn't even one of those razzle-dazzle type things. A straight drop from Kime under center. You could see it come in. I was actually about to say look for it, but I was looking at the receiver on the near side, and he was covered up by a safety.
Here's a replay again. I know they shifted Ravain over into that fullback position as Corrales comes over and pumps up the student section as they take that 19-7 lead. But, yeah, they transitioned Ravain from that offset tight end, moved him into an I formation as a fullback. Everybody shot to the middle, and it left the receiver open. So
that's one of the first passes caught by a wide receiver tonight. Everything had gone to Ravain and/or Bonaldi.
Yep.
And so it's a matter of time, guys. Every single game, there's going to be a setup.
So coming in for the PAT. Let's see if Henry gets around that edge again.
No, nope. Somebody else almost did.
Yep. So 20-7, St. Paul, 7.5 minutes. Quick touchdown for the Wolves, 6 seconds to score on
what
one
a great
play.
decision by Jake Walker to let that punt go down to the 6-yard line so that we could throw that wrinkle into the
Yeah. And look, great call by Kenny Sears Jr. Everybody looking for just running up the middle with that short yardage on your own 5, just trying to get you a few there, and we go deep on that first play.
That's the pattern I've noticed with him. We're going to run the football.
Yep.
This high school football, you have to. Generally speaking, he's doing some sort of setup for later in the game. You're going to see some throws. The statistics are evidence of that, but he's going to pick his battles and take his time and get what he wants, and it has worked not only tonight but most of the season.
Yep. Kind of sad, Mandeville over there playing jump around and everybody's sitting. So
I don't get that one either.
I like Cypress Hill, but kick from Talley, going to be another touchback. So 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Mandeville 7, St. Paul's 20.
Almost a late hit there, 37 for Mandeville. Got one of our guys after the whistle had blown, but not really in a position for a referee to see it, I don't think.
I don't think I've ever seen the fans this happy.
Well, they were all at Coretta's earlier.
Yeah, they were.
So a lot of football left, so let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. Need the defense to step up here. Handoff Bayham, hole on the right side. Looks like Wes bringing him down along with number 54, maybe Post. Yeah.
You got to give it to him, man. He can run the rock.
Yep. So a first down run from Bayham. Ball on the Mandeville 30. Another handoff to Bayham. He's not going to have it there.
Oh.
Stood up by Fegan. You got Gavin Ardoin coming in to swap out for looks like Jacob Mitchell. Got a stinger or something.
The game plan was to run Fegan up the middle to cause havoc, and he's big enough. I mean, that dude is just huge.
Yep. So 2nd and 9 coming up for the Skippers. Hendricks in the shotgun.
Whistle.
Timeout, St. Paul's.
Coach Sears did not like something he either saw or didn't see from the defense. We did rotate some linemen and other players in fairly late, so something must not have gone right. Coach Robato is getting in some faces right now. Hey, this is make or break for Mandeville. You got one of two choices. You can fold up shop, or that first run looked like they're not going to do that. Bayham looked like a cannon was strapped to him, and big possession for them. St. Paul's has all the momentum halfway through the third quarter. It's done everything right, pushed all the right buttons. So how Mandeville counters is going to be critical. See if they stay in this game.
Yep. Got about 6:48 left in the third. 2nd and 9 coming up for Skippers after the St. Paul's timeout. Hendricks in the shotgun, 2 receivers, 1 each side. Bayham lined up behind him. Quick pass over to number 3 for the Skippers, and complete, and a flag. Probably going to be a late hit or something. Yeah. I see Coach Robato getting on to
number 6.
I believe that's Cambry.
Yeah.
Based on body language, he did what he was accused of doing.
Yeah.
He did it right in front of Coach Robato as well.
And we can't shoot ourselves in the foot either, Davis.
Right. Yeah, you can't, momentum's a funny thing.
Oh, yeah.
So is adrenaline. So you got to continue to play smart, which they are known for. That's one of the traits of this team, is smart football play. Don't want to give them too many first downs.
Yep. Hendricks in his shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 far side. Going to hand it to Bayham. Oh, ball's out, ball's out. He falls back on it. Going to pick up about a yard to make it 2nd and 9, but clearly got stripped with that arm tackle we've been trying to do in the middle, and he's been getting out of it. We got a ball that time instead of half a jersey. So
that could have been a killer. St. Paul's falls on that, and the Daggers would be out potentially. Mandeville still with life. Long way to go, too. And they're way too talented. You just got to keep your foot on the gas.
Clock running at 6 minutes even in the 3rd quarter. St. Paul's up 20-7 over Mandeville. Mandeville inside St. Paul territory at the 44. Going to have a timeout.
Play clock about to run out again on them.
So Mandeville's had to use most of their timeouts from the play clock in the first half. They got down to 1 at the end of it, and now they got 2 left here with a lot of football.
I wonder, this is a loud visiting section crowd. And we've mentioned and talked about the Styrofoam cups that help.
Yeah.
the tailgate at Coretta's that I was not able to make. But it is a lively visiting section.
Yep, so 2nd and 9 coming up after this timeout from Mandeville. And it looks like the Mandeville band is nowhere to be found in that west end zone. So 3 receivers, 2 far side for the Skippers. Hendricks shotgun, Bayham on his right hip, tight end in motion. Fakes the handoff to Bayham, throws up the middle. Aiden Brooks cutting, read his eyes. We got a flag in the back. I don't know what that could be. Even if he made contact, it was Brooks had tipped it before the contact could have been made because he cut the route. It's on us, whatever it is. And I see Coach Sears walking up the sidelines with his hands out. I don't know what they saw.
And Roboto is proclaiming the ball was tipped. So it's
it was tipped because Brooks jumped the route. I mean, if we made contact, I don't.
That's the argument. Obviously, it's going to be pass interference because the argument they're making on the sidelines that the ball was tipped at some point, whether it be from Brooks or.
Unless the pass interference came off the line. Right. He held him when he jumped the route. So Hendricks shotgun, 3 receivers, Bayham backfield. He's going to hand it off again to number 25, and he's going to get caught at the line and maybe pick up about half a yard, brought down by Ardoin and
Noah Vicnair cleaned it up.
Vicnair, number 52. Got his dad sitting right next to me.
He's videoing us.
Yeah.
He likes to do that. He's known for his videos.
Yep. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Skippers. They look to the sidelines for the play. Looks like same formation. They're going to have trips far side this time. Single this side. Bayham's going to swap. Play clock down to 5. Snap. Fumble. They had that read option. We picked it up. St. Paul's.
It's Brett West.
Yep, Brett West comes up limping a little bit.
Well, he was limping on the celebration.
Yeah. He looks like he's fine now.
Yeah, that limp came from the celebration jump.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hendricks pulled the ball too late. We had the handoff to Bayham clearly occupied, and so something went wrong there on that handoff. And
well, they did that read option again, and he I guess they got a little bit mixed up, but they both had pressure on them, so they're both going down no matter which way they went.
I'm wondering if he pulled it because he knew that Bayham had nothing, and it was one of those too little too late type of scenarios.
So huge Med-Centris defensive play there, and a turnover that the Wolves pick up on a fumble by West.
They've still got only one safety out, so.
Yep. So Kime shotgun. Fakes a handoff to Corrales. Going to go downfield again for Villa. Going to overthrow him a little bit out of bounds, which isn't a bad throw. And I really assumed that we'd run the ball here just to eat some clock up.
I think that was a busted play. It looked like either it was going to be that counter handoff trap type play or a fake. and someone went the wrong way. It's kind of actually a smart throw to really throw it over the head of the safety because he was double covered, Villa was.
Yep, big time. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Wolves. 4:52 left in the third quarter here at Sidney Terrio Stadium.
Going back to that bunch.
Yeah, Combs going to move under center. Bunch formation. Hand off to Corrales coming our way. Hold, cuts back. Almost stripped the ball out of his hands, but he held on to it. That's going to be a Brooks Residential first down. So thinking of Brooks Residential, official first down sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
I tell you what, we got
no huddle, guys. Be ready.
Yep, Combs going to stay under center. Ravane there, hands off to Willis. Going to cut back. Going to pick up about 4 or 5. So
the defender grabbed his shoulder pads and carried him forward about 2 more yards, give him 5 yards instead of 3. St. Paul's pushing all the right strings right now. You get one more score, and it's going to be really, really hard for the Skippers to overcome a 3-touchdown lead.
2nd and 5, Combs staying under center, fumbles the snap, and I think we might have lost it. Willis in there fighting over it. You spoke too soon, Davis, because Mandeville's going to come up with the ball. So,
and you hate to see that. That's just a fumble snap.
Yep.
Or drop snap. So
didn't have it in his hands all the way when he turned to hand it off. So
we weren't rushing it either. You know, we went no huddle on the play before, but really took our time on that play. So just maybe a little lapse in communication. I hate to keep making the excuse of nerves. You're deep into the third quarter at this point, but
the only person nervous right now is Paul Dewey.
I'm good. I got to watch what I say or I'll be in trouble.
Yeah. So Mandeville's going to take over on first down on the St. Paul 46. Hendricks in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Bayham. A little screen pass to the far side. He's got plenty of room to run. Looks like number 50 or 80.
Yeah, it's number 80.
85, I think.
80 on the reception. Luke DeMello again, that sophomore.
Yep.
They fit that play now 3 times. That's the longest yardage they've gotten from it, but they've been successful a few times. Good blocking downfield by the Skippers.
Did he get out of bounds or are they stopping on the first? I couldn't tell.
I think he ran out of bounds.
Yeah, okay. So clock stops at 3:50 left in the third. 20-7 St. Paul's. 2 receivers near side. Hendricks shotgun. Hands it off to Bayham coming our way. Gets a little bit of a hole, wrapped up, breaks a tackle. Going to get into the end zone for the score.
Funny how football works.
Yep. You know, you sit at home and you watch it, and the announcer says something, and right when they say it, you know something bad.
This is my last game. It's been a fun ride, guys.
You're going to be fine. You'll have the keys by next week. So, touchdown Mandeville, 2013, waiting on the PAT.
Shift in momentum is always a funny thing.
Oh, yeah.
That quick.
Especially in high school games. So, you know, their band's back in the stands with their instruments, the student section's on their feet. 3:39 left in the third. Mandeville 14, St. Paul's 7.
St. Paul 7.
20, I'm sorry. I'm trying to add 7 to the board.
You sure you're not nervous, Mike?
No,
I know you got no dog in the hunt with kids out on the field.
Yeah, I'm doing Chip's job. And, you know.
That multitasking, I noticed.
Yeah.
Well, it's gotten quiet all of a sudden.
Yep. So, a lot of football left. So, 2014, St. Paul's, 3:39 left in the third. So, as many points in the first half we've had here in the first 9 minutes. So.
This is the game you expected.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it's both teams have put up points, especially Mandeville all year. Mandeville's also given up some points, except for some of the easier district games.
Yep.
This looks more like what we thought it would look like.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Wolves on their own 20.
Still, if you're looking at game planning, you just concede the fact you know Isaiah Bayham's going to going to get his carries. He's going to get some yards. He's going to get his touchdowns. You just limit it, So I still think if St. Paul's can move the football like it has been since that one of those last couple of drives in the first half, there's a lot of momentum there still to capture. Yep. Bayham's going to get his touches and yards, but you just got to continue to counter it.
Kime takes a shotgun, hands it off to Corrales. Picks up about 3, 4 maybe. So they, second 8 coming up. It's a long 2 right there, Davis.
Yeah, it looks
from this
like
angle.
You could make the argument it's 2nd and 7, even though the scoreboard says differently.
Yeah. Clock ticking at 3:11.
Actually, the ball's on the 23. It's 2nd and 7.
Kime under center. Ravane behind him. Corrales offset. They gave it to Ravane up the middle. He's going to have enough for a Brooks Residential first down. Moving a pile.
You get Chase about 2 or 3 yards, and he's going to get 7.
Oh, yeah.
The only way to stop that is in the backfield.
Well, look, if he's running behind Schaafstall and Scoble, I mean, that's 600 pounds he's running behind, plus he's a big old boy himself.
Right,
so.
exactly.
So Kime's going to move to the shotgun, 2 receivers, 1 each side. Corrales in his left pocket. Villa in motion. Yeah. It's like false start on the left side of the line. So that's going to back them up 5. 1st and 15 coming up for the Wolves.
Be interesting to see if we go back to the same play because all we showed was motion.
Kime's going to go shotgun. Celestine on our near side. In motion, going back the other way behind Corrales and Kime. They counter back to Corrales. He finds a hole, cuts back middle of the field. Picks up about 6-7 yards on that 1st and 15 play. Got stood up. They're saying 5 yards, so 2nd and 10 coming up.
Good job by Corrales to see a little crease, cut it up, use those legs, power.
Yep.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. We need another 5 or 6 yard play at a minimum to get 3rd and manageable.
Yep, 2nd and 10, Kime shotgun. Villa in motion. Snap, fakes a handoff, flag on the play. Pass is complete to Villa for about 13.
That's going to come back, though. Got to be illegal motion, formation, something. I believe.
See the replay here.
Somebody may have been on the line that shouldn't have been or vice versa.
Yeah, I think the tight end Ravane was not covering up or something.
It's frustrating because, again, we're I'll say it this way, we're hitting all the right buttons with play calls and execution.
Yep.
But little mistakes in between are hurting right now.
Yep. So a minute and a half left. St. Paul's up 20-14 after the penalty. I see Sears talking to the ref. You know, he's right most of the time, if not all the time, but I've never seen him win an argument. So
well, that's the same.
They don't pick him up here, right?
That's the same guy that was the head referee when we played against Kennedy. He didn't give us.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking the momentum away, like Davis said. 3 or 4 penalties back to back.
Yep. So 2nd and 15. Kime's going to move under center. Ravane in motion. Nope. Drops back, looking downfield. Got Benaldi wide open. Catches the ball at midfield, down to about the 19 out of bounds. So let's check that replay.
Yet again, you just sneak Benaldi out. Anytime you see a play action from Brennan Kime, you immediately think he's going deep, either to Villa or Walker or really those two. It's very rare to stone on a deep ball. Yep. All night long, that has left Ravane and Benaldi wide open. Yep. And you didn't have those two down penciled as 2 of your top 3 leading receivers.
Yep.
Now that came out of the same formation when we usually do that handoff.
Oh, yeah, it had to be. That's typically the post route.
Yeah.
And Villa is wide open, uncovered.
Corrales running
on the other
far
side of the field. He had nobody on him, was trying to get Brennan's attention, and Brennan didn't see him and handed it off.
So Corrales runs out of bounds at about 48 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there on Mandeville, but they literally had no one on Brennan Villa on our side of the field, and the play had been set and run before Kime saw Villa over there jumping up and down.
That's a couple times tonight. Mandeville missed their assignment on Villa.
Yep. So 2nd and 7 coming up. Kime under center, I formation. They're going to dump it over to Corrales. I don't think he was expecting that. He would have been wrapped up pretty quick.
As good as Cody is, he's been out of sync in the pass game all night. I'm not putting that on him, but you're right. There was some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding on that play call. Clearly it was designed to go to him. It looked to me like.
And Kime's pass even looked a little bit off to him. Like he looked over and realized that Corrales wasn't ready and kind of came out of his hands funny. So not a bad incompletion. If he catches the ball, he might lose a couple yards. So
there's no one more irritated about it, I assure you, than Cody Corrales, whether it was on him or not.
Yep, Kime shotgun 3rd and 7, rolling our way. Looking downfield, got a man and complete.
Jake Walker.
Jake Walker.
First down, baby.
It's going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Wolves. That's another Brooks Residential first down. Thinking of Brooks Residential for their sponsorship for St. Paul's football and WPBN.
That was a big play on 3rd down.
Yep, 1st and goal from the 4. We're bringing in the I formation meat package. Kime under center. Hands it off to Corrales, following Ravane, gets down to about the 2, maybe 3, picks up a yard or 2.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down on the 2. The question is, when do you go back to the tush push? Because we're well set up to run it again. I don't know if you do it from the 2-yard line. We're going to let the clock run down and make that decision.
So clock's going to wind down, 21 seconds and counting. Play clock about half a second behind it. So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to the 4th. St. Paul's leads 20-14. Let's take a quick commercial break and hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
Bevel Gas and Electric Lights has been casting a romantic glow in the historic French Quarter and in New Orleans for over 70 years. These old-world handcrafted lanterns grace homes, restaurants, and resorts not only here, but in all 50 states and 47 countries. Bevel antique copper fixtures are built to last a lifetime. Stop by the Bevel Lighting Museum and view the stunning display of open flame copper lanterns. Watch coppersmiths build lanterns daily between World Street and Exchange Place Alley. And don't forget, we make electric too.
Only for a limited time. New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a
And we're back. Beginning of the 4th quarter here. St. Paul's up 20-14 at Sidney Terrio Stadium at Mandeville High, trying to get in the end zone for their next touchdown. So 12 minutes left in the game. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Going with the, what is that, the old wing tee? Not a wing tee.
Delaware.
There's my tush push, though.
Yep, and that's going to be a no signal yet from anywhere. Still no signal.
What are we doing?
What are they?
No one has called anything.
Still haven't called it. We're celebrating.
Well, this is unusual.
Well, we're coming over and tally's coming out. We still have not seen a signal yet. Scoreboard hasn't changed. No referee has put their hands up.
I've never
yet.
seen that.
Still hadn't put their hands up. I mean,
well, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. They're not stopping us from kicking it.
Yeah, the scoreboard thinks it's a touchdown. Never seen a ref not give a signal.
That's odd. So, PAT up, and it's good. St. Paul's 27, Mandeville 14, 11:42 left in the fourth quarter. Referee still hadn't signaled that touchdown, but we'll get some scores, Davis. You got
we'll go a couple of updates here from the North Shore. Fourth quarter, North Shore on top of Fontainebleau, 14-7. What else do we have? I had some good scores. Oh, here we go. Covington all over Ponchatoula, 26-9, third quarter. Lakeshore beating Hannon, 28-14. That is also in the third quarter. Slidell on top of Chalmette at halftime. We've got a report from there now, 14-10.
Yep.
Hammond on top of Salmon at halftime, 13-7. Amite beating Springfield, 43-0. That is at halftime. North Lake Christian on top of St. Helena, still 14-8. Second quarter. Makes me think that's not been updated, guys. We'll cover maybe a couple more scores from the New Orleans area here in just a minute.
I would imagine Tally's not going to let him touch the ball.
That's his plan, but.
Oh, no.
And he stuck to it, so.
Out the end zone.
That was almost a field goal through the goalpost. A couple of more quick scores from around the area. Rummel still leading Jesuit big, 28-7, fourth quarter. Edna Carr still leading John Curtis big, 35-7, fourth quarter. I've already given you the Slidell score.
There we go, Davis. Hendricks in the shotgun.
Oh, they're going fast.
First and 10 on their own 20. Four receivers, trips far side. Bayham in his right pocket. Drops back, looking downfield, pressure, throws it and complete, it looks like. Let's see.
It was in front of their bench, and they're lobbying for it, and it looks like they're going to get it.
And we don't get a signal on that either. So.
Well, he ran and caught the ball, the ref did, in that spot. So that was a signal enough for me.
We're usually running up this, you know.
Maybe they forgot how to signal.
That's what the arms are for, right? So Hendricks shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Bayham, going far side, cuts around the edge, picks up about 6.
Maybe they're nervous. I've talked about nerves all night. Yeah. You know, maybe it's their turn.
Second and about 5.
Critical drive for Mandeville. They've got to score a touchdown here.
Clock's running. They got 2 timeouts left, down by. And Bayham runs up the middle, big hole into St. Paul territory, but we got.
Someone's down on our side, and it was before the snap.
Yeah. Referees, I didn't see a flag come out, but he's pointing, and they're talking to the white hat. I don't.
Well, my guess is that they didn't see the player down. I didn't see the player down, so I don't know when he went down. But
I can't tell who it is.
If they were running a play and we had a player down, I would assume that would cause some emotion from the coaching staff.
So he's back up quick.
That's 42, Dane Gaddy.
Yeah. Who's your Gaddy? I hadn't got to say that tonight.
You can't afford to lose him. We're slim pickings in depth-wise at linebacker. I mentioned at the start of the game a couple of the sophomores, William, Kenny, Carter, McCullum out for the season. Noah Vickner has been hurt, back for his third game. And really, you've got those 4 guys, West, Post, Gaddy, and Vickner.
We've had some bad luck on the defense side of the ball with injuries and other things. And
right. It's amazing the depth that has been built.
Oh, big time. People stepping up.
To survive that, absolutely.
So Hendricks in the shotgun, 2 receivers near side. Bayham lined up behind him. Some confusion there. Play clock still at 40, hadn't started. I don't know.
Yeah, the ref's not having a good 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. $11-11 left in the game. Hendricks shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Bayham up the middle, big hole into St. Paul's territory. The shoe comes off. Going to be a first down.
Bayham is trying to keep his team in this game. That's the problem with him and I presume Nate Shepard. You give him the ball 2 or 3 times and this game can change that quick.
They hand it off to number 40. Haven't called his number tonight,
Yeah, I
Davis.
don't believe that's Keith McGinnis. McGinnis, sophomore running back. We saw him the other night in the JV game.
Yep. Picked up about 3 to let Bayham put his shoe back on.
They've got high hopes for McGinnis. He'll see plenty of action, I'm sure,
in the future,
in the next couple of years.
Yep. Trips far side for the Skippers. Hendricks shotgun, hands it off to Bayham again. Oh, big! Dylan Post, number 54, wraps him up right when he gets the ball. Clock running at 10 minutes left in the game.
Uh-oh, well, now he's down.
Got a cramp.
Let's hope that's what it is. You cannot afford to lose Dylan Post. Gaddy, fortunately, is fine. He's walking back on the field. But you hope that's a cramp because Dylan Post and
looks like
Brett West are the lifeblood of that linebacking core.
He's pointing to looks like his calf. So let's take a quick commercial break here from PJ's Coffee, and we'll be right back.
New Orleans was built by and for coffee drinkers. And it's always been amazing to us that streetcars don't have cup holders. All these balconies and courtyards, they're for drinking coffee. Happy birthday to PJ's Coffee. We're celebrating 45 years of caffeinating New Orleans, and we're just getting started. Join us and raise a toast of our birthday cake granita or birthday cake shake and espresso at a PJ's near you today.
All right, big 3rd and 9 coming up for the Wolves defense. Hendricks shotgun, Bayham behind him, fullback in motion. Hand it off to Bayham again. He's got a full head of steam and pick up the first down and more. Gets down to about the 16-yard line, it looks like.
He's really good, guys.
Oh, no, yeah. Everybody was talking about Nate Shepard going down, and people were quick to say Bayham's right behind him. So
tells you how good Nate Shepard is and was.
Yes. So 1st and 10, 9:30 on the clock and ticking. Hendricks takes a shotgun. Short handoff to Bayham. He runs into the pile but kind of sidesteps and picks up about 6. Make it 2nd and 4 coming up for the Skippers.
We got a little pressure back there, got hands on him, but yet again he was able to escape it and get those yards. Biggins almost picked up a first down.
Yep, 2nd and 1 coming up on the 8. They're going to give it to Bayham again. He's wrapped up behind the line, loses a yard. Who is that, Dewey?
That's Dewey, baby.
Yep, pairing Dewey in there, wrapping up Bayham behind the line. 4.5 GPA. Scholar Athlete of the Week, WGNO Scholar Athlete of the Year.
You like saying that after every. Hey, that's what you get for being on staff, right? Accolades.
Yeah.
Verbal accolades. Dad's the cameraman. Did we mention that part?
I don't think.
Look. Yeah. Hendricks shotgun. 2 receivers near side, fullback in motion going the other way. Bayham on his right side. He's going to hand it off. He's going to go on the edge. Gets in. He's going to be close. Nope, they're saying he's down. They're using their arms this time, Davis.
Good thing, because it's far away. They're arguing that he was in. Mandeville is, but they'll mark him down at the 1. Great job sealing off the left side by that left side of the line and the receiver over there. Number 3, Harriman's caught a few balls. He also sustained his block over there, obviously.
First and goal for the Skippers on the half-yard line. Hendricks staying in that shotgun, going to keep it himself and going to walk in. So that's going to be touchdown Skippers. So we got a lot of football left at 7:45 in the 4th quarter as Troy Coakley's watching at home. Big Covington fan frying fish or something. I don't know what he's frying, but looking forward to next week on the Battle of the Brown Jug as Mandeville makes it 27-20, waiting on the PAT. I think Davis just quit. Oh. I thought he had enough of it.
You thought I quit?
Yeah, you pulled the headset off pretty quick, man. PAT up and is good. 27-21, 6-point game. 7:45 left in the fourth. So,
well, the key here, St. Paul's is still in control. They control their own destiny. You go score here, you make it really hard on Mandeville to win. You don't score here, you know they have the potential to score easily. Ideally, St. Paul's has 2 more possessions.
Yes.
That's what you hope. So
you're going to see a lot of Corrales and a lot of Willis and a lot of Ravane, you think, right here, eating some clock? Or we got to move the ball?
I tell you, the best, I mean, I keep calling them trick plays. They're not trick plays. The formation. Very neatly disguised pass plays we've run have been the most effective. And then that has opened up, to me, the run game more so because they were, when they key on the run, we've had a problem. The pass game has opened up the run game.
See Coach Sears, head coach, walking over to talk to that defense under the 10 on the TV.
They've done all they needed to do all night. Again, you were not going to shut out Mandeville no matter who their tailback was. And
foot in the end zone. So Troy Willis catches it 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Going to be a touchback.
What you really have to avoid is a mistake. And that's been a key for both sides, really. It's been 4 punts total. No, St. Paul's hasn't punted. I haven't seen Ianusa. Has he punted?
I think we punted.
Maybe once. Yeah, that we did have the nice punt that the punt returner didn't field. They punted maybe 2, 3, 4 times. Both teams stopped themselves 2 or 3 times as well. And really just careless mistakes.
Yep. All right, St. Paul's is coming in. 7:45 left in the fourth quarter. St. Paul's up 27-21 here at Sidney Terrio Stadium at Mandeville High. Brendan Combs going to start off in the shotgun with 3 receivers. Quick pass over to Villa. A little bit short, in and out of his hands. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if that slipped or not, but he had no shot to get underneath that one. I like, though, the decision to come out and throw. I'm a proponent of do what you do well.
Yep.
You can't afford to come in and pucker up and put yourself in 3rd and long and hope for the best. I like the decision to throw there.
Yep. Stack formation with Villa. Fakes the handoff to Celestine. Dumps it. Oh. He was intended for Ravane, almost intercepted by number 13 for Mandeville.
We're going to get holding. That's number 66, Roboto. You don't hear his name called much on a hold, but they got him there. He actually had, I'm not sure who it was, but someone else toward the left of that play was open.
So Mandeville crowd's getting awake now on this big 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they declined the penalty.
Yep. So
just take a deep breath and do what you've been doing. It's easier said than done, but that's why you're here.
Yep. So Combs going to go shotgun with Corrales next to him. Bunch formation near side with 2 receivers in Ravane. Timeout.
Mandeville?
He didn't point. So we'll see by the scoreboard. Both teams have 2 left.
Mandeville timeout.
Yep.
Yeah, it was on Mandeville.
Well, that's a formation that I've never seen, so certainly they'd never seen it either. I've not seen that stack on our side, so clearly they did not like what they saw defensively to guard that play.
.736 left in the game, 27-21 St. Paul's on the road trying to get a big win. So big 3rd down play coming up. Going to keep that formation. Looks like we got Jake Walker, Celestine, and Ravane stacked up at trips on the near side. Corrales in the backfield with Com and Villa on the far side. Snap, shotgun. Com's got pressure. Good. Yep, good throwaway. I didn't know if they were going to.
Well, I didn't see anybody over there. Maybe he was out of the pocket.
It was if he was out of it, it wasn't by much.
It was not a receiver over there, but
I was waiting to see an intentional grounding possibly, but
Again, you kind of, sitting up here, you monitor the temperature of the other sideline, and you didn't really see anybody over there calling for it. You saw a lot of excited Skipper fans. So this is interesting. You've got
big punt from Iannusa coming up.
And Dylan Henry, a definite weapon for the Skippers. You don't hear his name much because he's a defender, but he has the ability to make big plays.
7:30 left in the game. Good snap to Iannusa. Good punt. Oh, he bobbles it and drops it, but he gets it back, it looks like. Kind of looked up before he completed the catch and looked like he wanted to run with it, Davis. So.
Yeah, he was trying to make that big play.
Yeah, but he's going to go down right there. And Mandeville's going to start off on their own 45, 1st and 10. 7:19 left in the game.
I think
one timeout.
We got another Wolf down. That may be Jude Roberts. I'm not sure if he's on punt team, but it looked like maybe number 7. Definitely a cramp. It's amazing we're still having cramps in early November.
Well,
I was at
87 degrees today.
I think at the JV game the other night, we had the mosquito abatement control above us all night. It's like it's Halloween. And
are you from North Mississippi where y'all have winters?
Yeah.
Or are you from South?
We have dinosaurs out there in the baseball field posing as mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being this late, in a season where you would see them though.
Yep.
Yeah, he seems fine as well. That is Jude Roberts, so we need him out there as well. One of the key members of the secondary.
Yep. His brother Jack actually graduated from Mandeville High, played football here, and baseball. Dad, a St. Paul's alumni, sitting right below us. So Hendricks is going to start off 1st and 10 on their own 45 in the shotgun with Bayham behind him. Fullback in motion. They're going to give it to him. And he gets wrapped up, picks up a couple. Oh, no,
We're not tackling. We're not tackling.
I swear he got.
No, he got hit.
He got hit. And he stayed
see a
on his
replay
feet.
right here.
Yeah.
So, he runs into a bunch of Wolves, gets hit hard, and he caught himself on that other arm and got out of it. So
that's not the kind of guy you're just going to hit. You have to wrap that guy up.
1st and 10. Clock hadn't started yet. Got out of bounds. Same formation, opposite side. They're going to hand it to him again. Man, he
cannot tackle.
He must have picked up some extra baby oil from P. Diddy's party because they can't grab a hold of him.
He is running as hard as humanly possible. You get him through the front 4, and it's tough to bring him down.
It is. Slippery. So another 1st down.
Well, let me ask you a question. You let him score here fast and you get the ball back and play for the win?
I certainly.
They give it to him again.
There's a hold on West.
There we go. So brought down, lost yardage, slipped through 2 or 3 different Wolves that got him by the ankles, and he walked out of it. It looked like 91, Ordwan.
Deke Carpenter, I think, got him last. His helmet fell off on the tackle, so he has to go out of the game. But
2nd and 12.
Slippery is an appropriate term. Now they've got he's taking a break, and they've got McGinnis back in for him.
Is he a junior or senior? Bayham. Is he a junior or senior?
Hendricks fakes a handoff to Bayham, throws it across number 3. There's some kids throwing a football right over that fence, and I keep thinking it's a flag.
Oh, this is ridiculous, man.
And it is a flag.
That's BS. Both of them went out of bounds on the play.
Believe we're going to have a late hit out of bounds over there. They'll move it up.
Here's when the refs come into play.
Yeah, they don't need to get involved this late, right?
No.
So that's going to move the chains and the ball. 5:55 left in the game. 27-21 St. Paul's. Mandeville on the doorstep. We 1st and goal, Davis, on the 9. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Bayham gets wrapped up, gets about to the 5 or 6. Clock ticking at 5:45.
Well, we've learned about the resilience of the skippers. It would have been easy to fold shop 27 to 14, and it's been all skippers since that moment.
Hendricks fakes the handoff, rolls out, got receivers in the end zone, throws hard. Good job by the Wolves. Oh, no. Looked like he got him before.
It's Jake Giacchetti on the touchdown catch.
So here's the replay. Hendricks rolling our way. Man, it looks like he catches him on about the 2 and slams him down. So I'm not sure about that, but they're giving the Skippers a touchdown to tie it up. Waiting on the PAT to take the lead. (27-27), 5:14 left. Kicks up, and it's good. Mandeville's going to take the lead with 5:14 left in the fourth, 28-27.
Well, this has turned to an instant classic, hasn't it?
Yep.
And as I said last drive, I mean, St. Paul's is no longer in the driver's seat, but you knew there were 2 drives left. And you would prefer not to go 3 and out on that first drive, but they did. But you've still got the game right in your hands. You know, you got 5 minutes.
You settle down. We've been moving the ball all night.
That's the key, Mike. You got to settle down. We did not look settled on the last drive. We looked like we were a little bit tentative and hesitant to make a mistake. The other problem is you give them the ball back too quick, and they've got Isaiah Bayham who can run really fast, really quick.
Yep. I'd love to see a north-south of him running, because all his runs look like he's running into a pile of people and somehow gets out of it. Some of them looks like he's even tackled and gets out of it. So he's doing a great job tonight for the Skippers. So that's Willis going to catch it in the end zone again for another touchback. So Wolves are going to start off 1st and 10 on their own 20. 5:14 left in the game, down by 1. So looking to move the ball, eat some clock, you know, get some points, whether it's with Talley's leg. I see him over there already warming up.
Well, and that's the key. I mean, you've got him over there. You know he's capable of making.
Yeah. He's got chip
from a distance, and so it looks like we're coming out with 1 receiver, and so we're going back to that run formation, and I tend to agree. Let's see if we can't pick up yards up in chunks.
Giving the ball to Ravane here. Nope. Corrales following Ravane.
We're 0 for 4.
Picks up about 5 there.
2-point conversion on the year.
2nd and 5 coming up. Clock under 5 minutes. Actually, 7. Actually, they gave him 3 instead of 6. Moved it back a little bit. Same formation.
Plenty time left.
Calm under center. Tosses. Corrales outside, cuts back to middle field. Oh, he had daylight and tripped up.
Well, he's a shoestring tackle, I believe. I can't see his number.
Literally a shoestring tackle. Yeah. Nobody was catching him if he didn't get that. So, but they moved the chains for another Brooks Residential first down.
It might have been Dylan Henry, the quarterback, that got him, number 6.
Yep. Clock ticking at 4:20. Calm under center. Corrales in motion, coming around, takes a handoff. Gets hit right when he gets to the line. So picks up no gain to make it 2nd and 10. Clock's going to be at under 4 minutes on the next play.
I still like it. I mean, Cody's your war horse. You've got talent everywhere, but you're going to put the ball in the hands of the guys you think can put the team on his back and can. And any of them can, but you kind of have Cody in that poor middle of it.
I expect that quick handoff to Ravane right here. Corrales in motion. Quick handoff to Ravane. Picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
A play action pass would have worked right there, really good. This is it.
3rd and 9.
You can't afford to give them the ball back.
3:25, clock ticking, fourth quarter. St. Paul's trying to move the ball and the chains. I'm sure it's 4-down territory, obviously, so we're getting 2 if we don't get it here. Keim's going to move to the shotgun. Villa on the far side. Fakes a handoff. Looking downfield, hit as he throws. Going to come up short. So going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Wolves. Clock stops at 2:59 in the fourth quarter.
It seemed like a little confusion. I'm not sure what exactly was going on. Keim was under pressure.
He got hit as he threw, but he was looking there the whole time, like maybe Villa was going to go curl route or something.
It seemed like he was waiting on something that maybe didn't happen.
Yeah. Fourth down for the Wolves. 2 receivers far side. Keim shotgun. Quick pass to Villa, caught. Enough for a first down. He stretched it out, and he got it. Wow. They're going to move the chains. Great job, Brendan Villa.
That is just a straight play by a potentially grown man.
Yeah.
Sorry for hollering.
Oh, well, he caught that ball clearly a yard from the sticks.
And second effort, man. Yeah. Moving the chains, first down. Wolves still alive, 2:43 and ticking on the clock.
Football player making a football play.
Yep, Keim's going to move back under center. Drops back. Going to keep it himself. Gets a few yards, hold on to the ball. Makes it 2nd and about 8. Still in St. Paul's territory.
I was beginning to wonder if we were going to methodically just try to get down to the 25 or 30 and Drew Talley field goal range, but we went with a little bit of razzle-dazzle there. And
2nd and 9 coming up.
Receivers covered up.
Keim's going to move back into the shotgun. 2 receivers far side, drops back, looking for Villa in the middle of the field, goes back. Actually throwing a Walker, kind of overthrows him there, so 3rd and 9 coming up.
He had him by a couple of steps, but that's a tough pass. That's a really tough pitch and catch.
I thought he was going to Villa on the post.
Right, the skinny post.
Yeah.
Well, again, you don't have to get all 9 yards in one play, so assume there's 2 plays ready, depending on what happens on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 9 coming up. Obviously 4-down territory for the Wolves, down by 1 here with 1:58 left in the game. 28-27 Mandeville. Celestine downfield.
What a catch.
Did he catch it? Yes, he did.
What a catch, baby.
Wow.
What a catch. What a catch, baby.
So
his dad is going crazy.
Here's the replay. Keim drops
I might
back.
be a little off on the replay.
No, you're good, Dewey.
What a
beautiful catch.
That's it, baby.
So we are in Talley territory. 1:48 on the clock. 1st and 10. Wolves with the ball on the 22-yard line with 2 timeouts left.
Run it up the middle ball.
As much as I praise the play calling, these last 2 plays are just football players making football plays. 2 receivers just wanting to win, a chance to win a district title.
Yeah. Keim's going to go under center. I expect a handoff to Ravane right here in this stack formation. No, they give it to Willis around the outside.
Come on, Charles.
Finds some room, picks up about 3, maybe 4. Going to make it 2nd and 6. They're saying he was out of bounds, I think.
Yeah, he got knocked
142. I'm going to say 2nd and 5, actually.
You're
so
still
good
in
run
control.
by Troy Willis.
Mandeville 1 timeout, and so you get another first down and get the ball in the middle of the field. You can play for the field goal or play for the win. Interesting to see what Mandeville does here, given they only have 1 timeout and really cannot stop the clock.
Yep. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Wolves. Keim's going to go under center I formation. Ravane and Corrales in the backfield. Handoff Corrales. Runs into a wall. Cuts back in the middle. Gets back to the line. So 3rd and 6 coming up. Clock's ticking at 1:30 even.
And now if I'm Mandeville, I'm calling timeout right now. They're not. They've got one left. You force St. Paul's to make a decision.
We need
on
to
third
use
and 6.
the play clock as our friend
Absolutely.
right now if they're not going to call a timeout.
Now they're going to call it.
So they lost 10 seconds
well,
on it.
Yeah, they lost more than that.
Yeah.
You got to force St. Paul's to make a decision here on 3rd and 6.
Let's watch that replay one more time on that pass to Celestine. So big 3rd and 9. Keim dropping back. Great pass over the shoulder with almost double coverage to Celestine in that corner, and makes a great catch. So,
you talk about. I've talked a lot about nerves in big games, but what big plays by Brennan Keim and Stone Celestine and Brennan Villa. I'm forgetting one of my Brennans. When the game on the line, it's just here's the call, go make the play, and they did it.
Yep.
2 plays back to back.
First down right here kills them.
3rd and 6 coming up on the Mandeville 18 for the Wolves. Keim's going to stay under center.
Yeah, it's a heavy package. Adam Connell back in a double tight end set.
Yeah, they got Willis, Corrales, and Ravane in the backfield. Handoff, Corrales picks up about 3 or 4. So there's no timeouts. Play clock's at 40. We'll probably let it run down and call that timeout for the field goal, I imagine, Davis, right?
Man, he's right on it, huh?
Yeah.
He's close. We might even have a first down.
We're making the argument it was a first. I would at least ask for
official timeout. Yeah. So, the officials are going to stop the clock at 1:04. And, Paul, you can maybe zoom in on them chains when they bring them out, right?
Try it for you, my brother.
Let's see.
Where we at?
Is that as tight as you go?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Let's see what we got. I think we're going to be dang close.
Coast down.
Yep. Let's see. We've got a bunch of Wolves blocking us. I think we're going to be a tad short, maybe. Look, if the referee's leaning down to look at it, then we're dang close.
It's as close as this game. First
down, baby!
Ball game! Ball game!
Brooks Residential first down.
Now, I spoke too earlier, Paul. It's not ball game. We're still losing.
Yeah.
You got to kick a field goal and score.
So that's a big Brooks Residential first down.
I'm going for the touchdown.
I'm with you. I think you run the ball, you try to run some clock. I think you go try to score a touchdown with minimal time on the clock. We have seen Dylan Henry trying to time that snap on field goals, and you don't want to risk a block if you don't have to.
I had Christopher Brooks call me earlier today and said, hey, man, y'all forgot about me last week on the sponsorship for the first down. So he's getting his money's worth times 10
Okay,
tonight,
well, I've heard Brooks. I assume that was Brooks Residential with Chris Brooks.
Yep.
So he's getting his money.
All right,
money's worth tonight.
Clock's ticking at 50 seconds. Play clock at 8. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Meet formation. Handoff to Corrales. He's going to pick up a few more. They're going to get scrappy here, Davis. I expect, a little chippiness from the other side of the ball after these plays as the clock's still clicking at 32 seconds.
Well, you technically could run the clock down and call timeout, kick a field goal with 2 seconds left.
And we're almost at PAT range. So,
right, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'd take the chance on putting the ball in the offense's hand again.
Yeah.
Go let your kicker win the game and see what happens.
Yep. So 28-27 Mandeville. Clock's ticking down to 10.
You called it, Davis. But you worry about the guy on the end that was been in the backfield all night.
St. Paul's, Coach Sears right next to the ref. He's going to call timeout with 3 seconds left.
Some nervous parents worried he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, like we forgot.
Yeah, you think he knows how to call timeout?
Look, I'll tell you this. Coach Sears, one of the best clock management coaches in high school football around. He's done a great job. Last 5 years of calling his games, very good at what they do as far as clock management goes. So I wasn't worried about him calling timeout. I heard parents screaming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they excited. I don't think they.
I think they were screaming for more Coretta's margaritas is what I think they were.
Could have been.
I think Davis called it earlier. This game is definitely one of the best games we've seen in a while compared to, we play Covington tough every year, but Mandeville this year.
I'm just waiting for the generator to put out right now.
Man, stop. That generator's rolling. Don't worry about that generator.
So
we got to get a good block.
3 seconds on the clock. Talley's going to come in for the winning field goal, senior 4-year field goal kicker. 8 years of Talley doing it between him and his older brother.
Not meaning to interrupt, Mike, but look at the left side. They're coming.
Oh, they're coming. They've been getting back there in 2 penalties. So if they go early, they're probably not worried about it.
He's offsides again.
Yep.
Field goal, baby.
Well, good. Well, I don't know because the ref blew the whistle.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
It's on them.
It's on them. We're going to decline it.
Ball game,
They
baby.
got to re-kick. They blew the whistle before the ball was snapped because number 6, I believe that was Henry again, who was trying to time it.
Do you call another timeout to recompose and just kind of settle down?
Why not? You've got it.
Yeah.
I would. They overloading that side again.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to keep doing it. They've had this is the 3rd time they've had this offside penalty on a field goal or PAT.
It's almost like a timeout without taking a timeout.
Yeah. I mean,
you wonder if they planned that.
That's it.
Kicks up, and it's good. St. Paul's 30. Mandeville 28. Final score. Battle of the Brown Jug in 7 days at Covington High, Jack Salter Stadium. And big win for the Wolves.
What a game. Awesome, dude.
What a game.
Way to go out, Drew Talley.
Yep. Great job, as usual, from Drew Talley.
Look at Roboto.
We have some senior moments, high school senior moments. Cody Corrales, Hugh Roberts.
Wow.
Student section did its part tonight.
It had everything tonight.
For all you people watching at home, you got your money's worth tonight. Thinking of all our sponsors, iShred, Brooks Residential, Pan American Power, In-N-Out Urgent Care, Med Centris Defense.
What a game.
Cochran and Gill, Specialty Contracting, PJ's Coffee, all the guys. So WPBN, St. Paul's gets the win, 30-28 here live at Mandeville High School at Sidney Terrio Stadium. Davis, you got any final words? You and Paul?
Words. You know, I know this is a rivalry that can get nasty at times. The words between players and whatnot. But best of luck to Mandeville. They got a great football team.
Yeah.
And they deserve all the accolades they're getting. So there's emotions. It looks like maybe some upset people down there right now in the
as they
handshake
should
line.
be.
Right, but
so.